5等分の花嫁、夏の思い出も5等分。お兄ちゃん、頑張ってね。
Hello and welcome to the Streaming Parson plays the Quintessential Quintuplets, Memories of a Quintessential Summer. And today, we are just gonna finish the rest of the Itsuki route, because I'm probably like, I don't know, a little bit more than a third through it. And then we're gonna play through the survival section one more time to unlock the final route, the Raiha route. So that's the plan for today. Last time, we had finished the Yotsuba route, which was basically just them doing, like, Yotsuba and Futaro kind of wandering through the forest while they were lost, and it kind of reminded Yotsuba of the past. Because remember, in the story, Futaro never really finds out that Yotsuba was the girl he met in the past. Like, he doesn't just rationally piece it together like that. Because it's kind of one of those like doofy plot holes in the manga where he does figure out that it was one of the 5 of them that he meets. And then he doesn't rationally figure out which one it is, because the story constantly gave him hints. So like, okay, if it was Nino or Miku, they would reveal themselves pretty quickly. Ichika tried, basically when Ichika tried that trick, and then Futaro rejects it, he should have known. And then of course Itsuki, when Itsuki doesn't remember how she got the charm, that also eliminates her. So 3 out of 5 are eliminated at the when that starts being a thing he thinks about. And then when Ichika tries it, he rejects it, which only leaves Yotsuba. But I guess the story never has him acknowledge it. Anyway, back to this game. Yotsuba is reminded of the past. You don't really see this from Futaro's perspective. You see it all from Yotsuba's perspective. And even though they make it back safe, Yotsuba, she kind of reminisces about, like, it was just like when they were kids, the 2 of them being lost in Kyoto. And then Yotsuba starts feeling guilty. She's like, no, I can't be the one you view as special. And so she tries to, like, I have to suppress this memory. And it's kind of like a little heartbreaking for her, but that's how the Yotsuba route ends. And then the Itsuki route we had started. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head exactly how the Itsuki route so far. So Itsuki tries to... She does the whole thing that she tried in the manga that doesn't work all that well, where she tries to keep Futaro away from the other sisters, because Itsuki's like all scared that, like, oh, because all my sisters are in love with this guy, his presence constantly disrupts the family dynamic that they have, which is especially funny in this game, because, you know, we've been stranded on this island for like 2 weeks. And so Itsuki tries to like keep him away from her sisters because Itsuki thinks that she's trying to protect them. But at the same time, Itsuki is really dumb on her way of going about it. Because also, like, there are things that she does, and this is true in both the manga and this game, where when Itsuki tries to keep Futaro away from the other sisters, she obviously draws a lot of attention to herself, and like, that's where some of her like inner feelings kind of come out. Even though Itsuki herself doesn't really acknowledge it, but her feelings for him do kind of come out in those moments. I'm trying to remember what exactly happened. I think we finished the first day because they have 2 days for the dating route bit. I don't remember what happened. So, oh yeah, they do a little fashion show. They have Futaro dress up in their dad's clothes, which is kind of weird, but whatever. They gotta find something to do. And then when that happens, Itsuki wins because Raiha chooses Itsuki's outfit. And then that meant that Itsuki gets to have him to herself for a little while. And now we're in that section of the story. You up to speed? Let's do this thing. Oh yeah, and so now that Itsuki has Futaro to herself, she's like, oh, let's just study. But the real reason why they're studying is just so, like, once again, Itsuki wants to kind of keep Futaro away from her sisters. Ah, so that's how you get this answer. I remember you struggled with this problem on the tabs. Sorry. We already got this music in the background. I remember you struggled with this problem on the test. Make sure to review and understand it properly, okay? In the end, I'm studying with Itsuki like this. Now that we're free from the clothing coordination competition, or whatever the heck that was. Why are you remembering something that happened a few minutes ago? So it wasn't resolved after all. I was thinking we wouldn't be studying because of the competition earlier. Where did the others go? It's better if everyone studies together, isn't it? Yeah, but they don't want to study. The whole point of doing the test early is so that they didn't have to study. There's also the whole, like, their little bet was whoever won their little game got to have Futaro to themselves. I see. So it ultimately went back to free time. Something's off about Itsuki's attitude. She's hesitant and has been restless since we started studying. Hey, Itsuki? What are you guys planning? With all this clothing coordination competition earlier and all. Just doing it and disbanding after that? It just doesn't make sense to me. Is she unwilling to say it or unable to say it? I'm not sure, but it seems like questioning Itsuki here would be pointless. Well, fine. Let's keep studying. Alright, you seem to have understood this problem. Let's move on to the next one. Do you really fully comprehend it?
二度と間違えませんよ。
I'm not so sure about that. You've been fidgeting this whole time and seem unable to concentrate. Are you really not interested in playing? Once you've mentioned it, it's hard to take it back, right?
そんなことはありません。遊びたいなんて。
You're visibly upset. You don't have to force yourself, you know.
無理もしてません。私は今とても勉強がしたい気分なんです。ほら上杉くん、続きをお願いします。
If she keeps insisting like this, I won't say anything else. Ah, so we need to get some insight from the sisters. Nino and Miku must be pissed, though.
今のところ普通に勉強してるわね。いつも通りだね。羨ましいわ。ふうくんと二人きりで勉強なんて、そんな機会今まであまりなかったし。遊ぶことばかり考えてたけど、あれはあれで。まあ叶わなかったことを考えていても仕方ないわね。そうだね。今は私たちのできることをやろう。
なんか二人ともかっこよく決めてるけど、やってることはただの覗きだからね。
Just fire
と
them
い
up.
うか、なんでこんなことしてるの？バレたら怒られるよ。
決まってるわ。いつきの真意を確かめるためよ。
Well, clearly it's not working.
もしかしたらいつきも風太郎のことを。
Does she know, though? Does she know?
だからってこんな覗きみたいなのは良くないよ。とかなんとか言っていちかも四つ葉もしっかり見てるじゃない。あんたたちも気になるんでしょ。二人も共犯者。
それはまあね。でもいつきちゃんに限って風太郎くんをとかないと思うけどね。
Does she know, though? Does she know?
それはわからない。修学旅行の時もいつきちょっと変な感じだったし。そうよ。恋って何がきっかけになって始まるかわからないもの。修学旅行の前に何かがあっていつきに心境の変化があったとしてもおかしくないわ。それも違うんじゃない？やっぱりいつきはただ上杉さんに勉強を教えてもらいたいだけだって。私だってそう思いたいわよ。これ以上ライバルが増えるのはごめんだし。いつきは強敵になり得る。風太郎とも息が合ってるし。
そうだね。いつも仲良く喧嘩してる二人だもん。
でももしいつきが本当にだったら私は。
四つ葉？どうかした？なんだか難しい顔をしてるけど。
無理に私たちに付き合う必要はないわよ。別に部屋に戻っても文句は言わないわ。
Does she know, though?
何かあったら後でちゃんと教える。別に無理してるわけじゃないよ。ちょっと考え事をしてて。あ、そうだ。
Where's Raiha and all? Where's Raiha during all of this?
四つ葉どこに行くの？
Probably go hang out with Raiha.
ライハちゃんのところ。
You definitely don't want Raiha to be snitching. So better keep Raiha some company.
ライハちゃんのところってどうしたんだろう。そう、やっぱり遊びたくなったんじゃない？ 上杉くん。どうでしょうか、上杉くん。
You have full marks on everything. You did well, so I'll give you a gold star. Takes off her hair clip and then just goes, here you go.
小学生じゃありませんし、そんなもので喜んだりしませんよ。
Come on, where's the burn?
それより今度は別の教科をお願いします。
Got it.
ああ、もうどうしてこんなことになってしまったのでしょう。いえ、上杉くんと勉強をすること自体は問題ありません。むしろ望むところです。ですが、私はもともと姉妹の平穏と秩序を守るためと行動していたのに、当の私が上杉くんと二人きりで勉強をするというのは何か違うような。本当にこれでいいんでしょうか。
What is it that you're so worried about anyway?
なんですか、上杉くん。
That's my line. You've been spacing out for a while now.
すみません。
Do you want to take a break? Or if you want, we can stop studying and go play with the others.
いいえ、それは。
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but studying in places you can't concentrate won't help you learn anything.
はい。上杉くんの言う通りですね。
It's not like I'm angry or I'm not that. It's not like I'm angry or anything. Don't make that face.
お兄ちゃん、いつきさん、ちょっといい？
Raiha, what's up?
二人と一緒に遊びたいなって。
But wait a minute, I thought Yotsuba was going to hang out with Raiha. What happened? Not a bad idea. We just finished studying anyway. And Raiha's right. We should go play.
そうですね。ライハちゃんのお願いですし。ありがとう、いつきさん。
Alright, let's invite the others too.
待って。
Huh?
私、お兄ちゃんといつきさんの3人だけで遊びたいなって。
It's been a while since they had that.
どうして？
Well, if Itsuki says it's alright, then I don't mind hanging out with just the three of us.
いつきさんは3人で遊ぶ方がいいよね。いえ、私は別に。
It's like so cute. Can't say no.
そんな無邪気な笑顔を向けられたら否定することなんてできません。
I have no idea, but if Itsuki's okay with it, we can play with just the three of us. Yeah.
ライハちゃん、一体なぜ3人でなんて。
You're reading too much into it. You're reading too much into it, Itsuki. She just wants to have some nostalgia. You know, a nice little callback to what is it, chapter 8?
いつきさん、何ですか？お兄ちゃんと一緒にいたいって聞いたよ。だから私に任せて。お兄ちゃんともっと仲良くなれるように協力するから。
Raiha, the ultimate wing girl.
待ってください。一緒にいたいなんて誰がそんなことを？
Does she want a real answer to that question? It's like she's like, who said I wanted to be with them? You did. You may not use those exact words, I want to be with him, but you've done a numerous amount of things that basically been screaming out to everyone else, yeah, I kind of want to be with him.
よつばさん。
Yo, Raiha be snitching. She be snitching?
四つ葉、あなた一体何を考えているのですか？
Yo, Raiha be snitching though. Hey, what are you two whispering about?
なんでもないよ。お兄ちゃんは気にしないで。でね、実は私やりたいことがあるんだ。行こう、お兄ちゃん。
Alright then. Okay, so that's what happened. So, Yotsuba goes to see Raiha. And then Yotsuba planted ideas into Raiha's head to initiate this little play session for the three of them. Because Yotsuba is trying to set up her sister with her boyfriend. Even though her sister was trying to set her up with her own boyfriend. Quince be weird, I guess.
それじゃあ、いつきさん、頑張ろうね。はい。違うんです。そうじゃないんです、ライハちゃん。四つ葉、あなたはまた変に気を使って。悪気がないのは分かっていますが、恨みますよ。四つ葉どういうつもりなのよ。ライハちゃんを呼んでくるなんて。
That do they know?
その四つ葉もどこかに行っちゃったし。
でもこれで二人きりじゃなくなった。ちょっと安心。
それはどうかな。
Stop reading the script.
とりあえずもうしばらく。
あの子たち移動するつもりよ。
Well, I would expect as much.
どうしよう。こっちに来る。
ミノ、ミク、隠れて、どこでもいいから。
This will be hilarious, I'm sure.
指示が雑すぎよ、もう。どこに行くんだろう。
遊びに行くって聞こえたよね。
静かに。とにかく今は隠れてやり過ごすのよ。
さて、どうしたものか。
お兄ちゃん、いつきさん、早く早く。そんなに急がなくても大丈夫ですよ。時間はまだありますし。
Well, we don't have as much time as you might think. It's already evening.
もうそんな時間だったんですか？
Right, okay, because remember, it's been a weekend, alright? So, it's still the first day of the 2 days of the last 2 days. Sorry, that was crappily worded. So, there are 2 days after they do the exam, and that's where the dating route starts. You get 2 days. This is still the first day. It's just the night of the first day. Because the first day had the beach in the morning, the little dress-up thing in the afternoon, and now we're in the evening. Okay. Now I remember. Well, yeah, you guys had that dumb competition, and then we studied after that.
そんな時間なのに、ライハちゃんはこれから何をするつもりなんでしょう。キャンプだよ。
Huh? Camping? Now?
それに道具も何もないですよ。
She's just gonna play like a little fun camping in the backyard. It's not serious camping. Relax.
大丈夫。道具なら。あ、四つ葉さん。ライハちゃん、例のあれありましたよ。四つ葉、あなた何を持っているのですか？
From the storage room of convenience, we have
テントだよ。ライハちゃんに頼まれて倉庫から持ってきたんだ。
a tent, huh? We even had a tent? What does this storage house of convenience have? It has like everything.
ありがとう、四つ葉さん。別荘の前にこのテントを張れば3人
Camping in front of the villa? That's not very camp-like at all. Fudro, what are you? I guess maybe this is a Japanese thing. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say it so mean like that. But like, when I remember when I was a kid, my sister, my brother, and I would do that. We had a camping tent, and we would kind of play like camp, I guess you could say, with like our backyard. We pitch up a tent, and the three of us would sleep in it. And it was, you know, we pretended like a little camping trip in our backyard. It was good times. Well, we can't go far away because of the time, so I think it's an appropriate location.
それ以前にまだ私はキャンプをやるという事実すら受け止められていませんが。
Honestly, me neither. However, it's what Raiha wants, so if she wants to go camping, then I guess we're going camping. I wonder about Itsuki then. I haven't been able to figure out what's been going on in her mind since this morning.
上杉くん、どうかしましたか?
Hold on, Raiha.
お兄ちゃん?
It's good that we're going camping, but you need to check with Itsuki first before we continue any further.
え? 樹さんなら、私は参加で構いませんよ。キャンプも楽しそうですし。だよね。
Is that right? Well, if you're okay with it, then I won't say anything else.
ほらほら、お兄ちゃん、樹さん、早くテントを張りに行こう。急がないと日が暮れちゃうよ。ライハちゃん、引っ張らないでください。
That Raiha. If she really wanted to go camping, she should have said so from the start.
では、上杉さん、楽しんできてくださいね。どうぞ、テントです。
Yeah. Thanks. Man, this is pretty heavy. Did they pull this out of the storage?
あ、壊したら弁償ですからね。
Don't say such scary things. Just thinking about the cost gives me chills.
冗談ですよ。では、私はこれにて失礼します。
Well, I should go too. But man, this tent is really heavy.
お兄ちゃん、こっちだよ。遅いですよ、上杉くん。
You say I'm slow, but this tent is really heavy, you know.
貸してください。私が持ちます。
Like she's gonna solo carry it. Don't overdo it, alright?
よいしょ。確かに重量はありますが、そこまで言うほどではありませんね。
Huh? Really?
上杉くんが非力なだけでは?
Yo, that should be cooking him though. Oh, Itsuki. But Yozuma was also able to carry it easily. So am I really that weak?
それより明るいうちにテントを張ってしまいましょう。私も手伝いますから。
Yeah, alright.
私も手伝う。
I mean, you need to get this thing up before it's nightfall, so yeah, good idea. Raiha, don't. It's dangerous, so watch over there.
はーい。
First, take it out of the bag.
ああ、大変です、上杉くん。
What's wrong?
組み立て方の説明書がどこにもありません。
What? Is that all?
そんなことかではないですよ。このままではテントが張れません。
Calm down. These calm down. These types of things are generally...
大概何なのですか？
Oh. As I thought, this tent is an easy to assemble type.
そうなのですか？
Elaborate. Yeah, watch and learn. We just spread the tent on the ground like this. A little while later. Then pull this rope and voila! It's done in no time.
あっという間に晴れましたね。お兄ちゃんすごい。
Nah, I would have had to have give up. Sorry, I would have had to give up if it wasn't this type of tent.
だとしても、パッと見ただけで組み立てられるのはすごいですよ。
It's nothing special. That's how the mechanism of this tent works. Recent ones are easy to set up.
とりあえず、これで寝るための準備は整いましたね。
Wait, you're not gonna eat first? Well, what do we do next in order to have an amazing camping experience?
何をするのでしょう。焚き火でしょうか。うん、焚き火を起こしてご飯作りじゃない？夕ご飯を作らないと。はあ、それは大切です。あとは花火とか？
We don't have any more fireworks, do we? We used them all up last time. Not when the storage house of convenience has more.
実はまだ倉庫に残っていたと四つ葉が渡してくれたんです。それほど多くはありませんが。やった！じゃあ夜は3人で花火だね。
Okay, let's do it.
ね、とりあえず中に入ってみていい？テントなんて初めてだし。
That's right. Let's see how comfortable it is.
よーし、一番乗り。
But what about, like, sleeping bags or something?
無邪気で可愛いですね。
She's never done this kind of thing before. She must be getting excited.
お兄ちゃん、いつきさん、二人も早く入りなよ。
Cute tent picture coming
ラ
on.
イハちゃんが呼んでますよ。私たちも中に入りましょう。上杉くん。
Hey, Itsuki, can't you move a little closer to the edge?
できたらやってます。あなたこそもう少し詰めてください。
That's impossible. We're jam-packed in here. Well, if it's one of those easy to set up tents, I assume it can't be that big. Because in order to have a bigger tent, you need all the like support poles and stuff. And if you need longer support poles, then those can't be like easy to like assemble. They require like a fair amount of, you know, connecting multiple pieces.
ぎゅうぎゅうだね。というか、なぜあなたが私の隣にいるんですか？
I mean, the whole point is that there's not a lot of space in this tent. No complaining, it's just the order we happen to enter in. There's nothing we can do about it. But it's even narrower than I thought. It's gonna be a struggle just to move my body even a little bit.
上杉くん、今どこを触りました？
Will you relax? I didn't touch you anywhere. Aren't you just being too self-conscious?
ですが今、あなたの腕が。
Deal with it. It's just an arm. Besides, we've been pretty close from the beginning, haven't we?
それはそうですが。これは寝るときも大変そうだね。そうでした。キャンプをするということは、つまりこのテントで上杉くんと一晩を過ごすということ。そんな単純なことを見落としていたなんて。
Yeah, but there's also the heart wants what it wants thing. And this is Itsuki we're talking about.
いくらラヤちゃんが一緒だからってこんな狭いテントの中で。
Yeah, this is a tough situation. This is a tough situation. Shouldn't we go back to the villa to sleep?
ダメだよお兄ちゃん。キャンプなんだから寝るときはテントじゃないと。いつきさんはテントで寝てもいいよね。私は。ふーくん、こんな場所でテントなんか張って何してるの？
This is gonna be great. She just outside like, hey guys.
中はどうなって。
What do you mean? What are you getting at?
いつかこれは。
うわ、ぎゅうぎゅうだ。これじゃ狭くて眠れないんじゃない？
Oh, we'll make it work. Will you relax?
テントの中どうなってるの？上杉くん、一旦外に出ましょう。これはいつき、テントの中で何をしてたのか詳しく聞かせてもらうわよ。違いますよ。私たちはただライハちゃんの提案でキャンプをしようとしていただけです。テント内の状況も決して好きでああなったわけではありません。不可抗力です。
You know, you could have used a lot less words and just say like, well, the tent being so small is not my fault. Also, the pouty faces on Miku and Nino.
なら、私が変わろうか。いつき、嫌そうだし、変わってもいいよ。
Miku trying to make some moves though.
ほら、私が変わってあげてもいいのよ。ここは私が。なら、平等にじゃんけんと行きましょうか。
And then Itsuki's gonna be like, no, I have to do it because I'm trying to keep my sisters away from this guy.
望むところ。変わってもらう必要はありません。私なら大丈夫ですから。無理しなくていい。そうよ。嫌なら嫌って言いなさい。変わってあげるから。ねえ、ふうくんだって無理に付き合ってほしくないわよね。
He's like, I don't want to be with you either. Yeah, that's right. Raiha would be disappointed, but it's better to be honest, right?
大丈夫です。嫌なんてことはありませんから。
Really? Understood.
この話は終わりです。さあ、早く火を起こして夕食の準備を始めましょう。上杉くん、行きますよ。
Okay. You're pretty fired up. Nino and Miku's plans were foiled.
さて、やってみるか。
Oh, that's nice though. Ooh, I'm stuffed.
焚き火で料理なんてどうなるかと思いましたが、うまくいってよかったですね。
Come to think of it, where did everyone else go? They're spying on them through the window, I bet.
みんなは別荘に。
I mean, it's nighttime. I would expect that's where they went. Oh, really? Nino and Miku both seemed really interested in camping, though.
いえ、二人はキャンプには特には。ライハちゃん、眠いのですか？
You can go to sleep first if you want.
まだ平気だよ。せっかくのキャンプだからもうちょっと起きてる。好きにさせてあげましょう、上杉くん。
Oh, that's cute.
それにしても、こうしているとライハちゃんのお姉さんになった気分ですね。
Does she know, though? She knows that, like, if she married Futaro, she would legally be Raiha's big sister. Denied. Raiha's big brother is me.
月さんは違うかも。そんな、ライハちゃん？もしかして、私が姉なのは嫌ですか？そうじゃなくて、いつきさんはお姉さんってよりも、お母さんみたいだなって。お母さんですか？うん。お母さんってこんな感じなのかなって。
Just a little bit of backstory. So, Raiha doesn't know their mother all that well. Her mother, sorry. Her and Fudora's mom, right? She doesn't know her mother all that well because you learn that Fudora's mother died pretty young, like, not long after Raiha was born. The timeline of the Quintessential Quintuplets is a little jumbled up on this from time to time, because Fudoro does mention that he was old enough that, like, okay, I gotta backtrack a little bit. So Fudoro is like he's like 5 years older than his sister. Raiha is, I think, 11 at the beginning of the story. She's like 11, 12. And then she starts middle school when Fudoro is in his last year of high school. So I think that like gives him a 5-year age gap. Fudoro does mention that his mother opened a like bakery or something. She wanted to own like a little shop. At the end of the story, the Nakan, Miku and Nino are given that shop to work with to start their own business. Fudoro mentions that he was about 8 years old, which means Raiha was about 3. So yeah, I mean, like, to lose your parent when you're 3, you won't have that many memories of them. So I guess that makes enough sense there. But it's not like Raiha doesn't know. I mean, it's one of those things that, like, it's hard to communicate what kids do and do not know, and what they do or don't remember from their toddler years. But of course, there's also the thematic thing, right? Where Itsuki tries the hardest to imitate her own mother. And so for Raiha to call her like a mother figure kind of reaffirms that in Itsuki to be like the mother figure in her own family. Raiha.
そうですか。では、たくさん甘えてください。
That Itsuki. She doesn't seem that displeased. She also tries to play the motherly role towards her sisters, so I guess that makes sense.
私、ライハちゃんが娘だったら全力で甘やかしてしまう自信があります。
Hey, stop right there with your weird fantasies. Oh, by the way, Raiha, can I ask you something?
何？
About the fashion contest we had earlier. Why did Itsuki win? No, it's not like I wasn't satisfied with the result. I'm just curious about the reason.
そういえば、ちゃんと聞いていませんでしたね。ライハちゃん、どうしてなのですか？ね、いつきさん以外の人はみんな自分が思うお兄ちゃんに似合う服を選んでた気がするんだ。
That makes sense.
でもいつきさんはちゃんとお兄ちゃんに合わせようとしてくれてたから。そんなつもりはなかったのですが。
But the idea is that, once again, Itsuki knows him the best, for the most part, out of all the sisters. Itsuki knows him the best. Part of it is because they have like very similar personalities, and that's why like they headbutt, because they headbutt because they're very similar, and that's kind of like an ego fight, if you will. But they also get along because they're very similar, because they're kindred spirits in that way. It's a kind of a funny story. My mom is kind of like that with one of my uncles. Like, they headbutt a lot, but it's because they're actually very similar people, and it's really just ego at the end of the day. But once, you know, like, you get older and the ego drops, you know, like my mom and my uncle are very, like, good friends, and they have a lot of similar interests, and they talk about, like, their interests a lot in that way, because they're very similar people. And I kind of see that with, like, Itsuki and Futaro. It's kind of like that. I'm not sure what the difference is, but you might have thought Itsuki's choice of clothes stood out from the rest, Raiha.
いつきさんにならお兄ちゃんの服を毎日選んでもらっても安心。
Yo! That is some wing woman talk right there. That's often used as, like, a marriage euphemism. Like, allow me to buy, like, I'll buy your clothes kind of thing. That's often a euphemism for, like, marriage.
ちょっとライハちゃん、それは一体どういう意味で？
This is the safe answer, I feel. This one, I don't know. This one might just piss off Itsuki. And this is just the safe answer. I don't know. I feel like this one, Itsuki would agree with him. It's like, don't say weird things, but at the same time, you don't want to speak harshly to Raiha, because that would also piss off Itsuki. That's why I feel like this is the wrong answer. But I feel like, I don't know. This is definitely the wrong answer. I feel like this is just a safe answer. So it's like, which one is the good answer? Because it doesn't feel like any of them really are. In that case, I'll have Raiha choose my clothes. Don't say weird things like that. I think this one is actually the good answer, because Itsuki will laugh at him about it, and then that'll make Itsuki happy. I don't have enough clothes to do that, though. Yo, we killing it.
そっか、そうだったね。
Why are you laughing?
いえ、確かに上杉君はファッションとは縁遠そうですし、納得だと思ってしまいまして。
It's the whole Itsuki gets him. Well, my bad. I'm just a fashion amateur after all.
ですが、ここでこんなことを言い出すなんて、実は気にしているのですか？
He does a little bit throughout the narrative, but that's one of those things that, like, the sisters teach him. I do not. The most important thing about clothes is that they are durable and long-lasting.
お兄ちゃんといつきさんって本当に息ぴったりだね。
Even if I get along with someone like this, it doesn't really make me happy.
あら、それはこちらのセリフですが。
Yeah, it's almost like they're reflections of each other.
ほら、やっぱり仲良しさんだよ。ライハちゃん、ぐっすり眠っていましたね。
I thought she'd wake up when we took her to the tent, but it looks like I was wrong. Hmm? What's up?
花火やり損ねちゃいました。明日の夜は迎えの船が来るのに備えて準備が必要でしょうし、やるのは難しそうですね。
Then we should do it ourselves. Yotsuba did go to the trouble of preparing them for us. You can't use the fireworks without Raiha.
ええ、そうしましょうか。
What are you two doing? That's really cute, just the two of them playing with the fireworks like that. But except the text is blocking their hands. You can't see like their hands are holding out little fireworks. It's kind of hard to see. I just have to go to the gallery thing later. Moving away from the campfire was a good idea. We can see the fireworks better from here.
とても綺麗ですね。ずっと見ていられる気がします。
It feels like it's been a while since I've seen Itsuki's face like this. She's really been making all sorts of faces today.
上杉くん、急に黙ってしまってどうしました？
Nothing. This is our third time seeing fireworks. Once since arriving on this island, and once at the fireworks festival a year ago.
あれからもう1年も経ったのですね。
I feel like that's the right
あ
answer.
の
Come
頃は
on.
まさかあなたとこんな風に無人島へ行くことになるとは思いもしませんでした。
Very nice reminisce moment. Come on. That's my lie. We've both changed.
本当に変わりましたね。あれ？花火次ので最後ですね。
Well, there weren't too many to begin with, so that was pretty fast.
終わったら私たちもテントに戻って寝ましょうか。
How? I guess I picked the wrong answer. But just want to see something. Oh, I already got 5 stars. We good. That's because I got like several way ups earlier. So it's okay. Make some wrong answers now. Speaking of sleeping, Raiha said we should sleep curled up against each other.
あの狭いテントではどのみち川の字で寝るのは避けられませんね。でもなんだか懐かしいです。以前にもライハちゃんとあなたと3人で川の字で寝たことがありました。
Yeah, you forget. Like, come on, man. You forget that like you slept in the same room with her before, so just let it go, man. Oh yeah, that was when you and Nino ran away from home. You came and crashed at my place.
その説はご迷惑を。
Well, now it's become a pretty nostalgic memory.
そういえばあの時夜の散歩中あなたは私たちの父親の代わりになると言っていましたね。
I did say something like that, though at the time I still had some misunderstandings with that dad of yours.
あなたにお父さんと呼ぶ筋合いはありません。でも本当に驚きましたよ。いきなり父親になるなんて言うんですから。
Well, what about you? Are you still thinking about you're going to be... Are you still thinking about you're going to be a substitute mother like back then?
え？
That you were going to take the place of your mother and lead everyone.
ええ、変わっていませんよ。私がみんなを導き守るんです。とうとう最後の花火が終わっちゃいましたね。
For a sparkler, it lasted pretty long, didn't it?
では私たちもテントに戻りましょうか。
Protect everyone, huh? Since that time, no. Since the day Itsuki decided to become a substitute mother, she's been trying her best. On the other hand, what about me? I said I would be a substitute father, but am I really living up to it? But come to think of it, there's no need to be fixated on becoming a substitute father. They already have their own father. Their father. That Itsuki, perhaps?
上杉くん、何をしているのですか？気づいたら私一人で歩いていてびっくりしました。
Yeah, my bad. I was just thinking a little.
考え事？
Well, come to think of it, ski.
本当です。あの時の月も綺麗でしたね。
Geez, even after a year, you still have a lot to learn.
どういう意味ですか？あ、そうです。あの時も同じようなことを言われた気が。
You remember, did ya?
もしや何か特別な意味を含んでいる言葉なのですか？
Does she know, though? Oh, just noticing that is progress. However, I think it's better if I don't answer that here for, various reasons.
そう言われると気になります。
Do I have to explain it? If you're curious, find out for yourself. I don't plan on telling you.
ちょっと待ってください、上杉くん。綺麗ですね。昨日見ていた太陽と同じもののはずなのに。
Well, that's right. If there were multiple suns, life on Earth wouldn't have happened. I finally found you. So you were here.
上杉くん、なぜここに？
Why? I woke up and you weren't in the tent, so I came looking for you. It didn't seem like you went back to the villa either, which was a complete surprise.
すみません。
Well, why are you here?
たまたま早く目が覚めてしまって、天気も良いですし、朝日を見られるのではないかと思いついたんです。二人ともよく寝ていましたし、起こすのも申し訳なくて、ご心配をおかけして本当にすみません。
Well, as long as you're sorry, that's good enough. Also, it was nice to see such a beautiful sunrise like this.
ええ、本当に。こんな島でこんな風に朝日を見る機会なんてめったにありませんよ。
Itsuki, thank you for going along with Raiha's wishes yesterday.
改まってお礼を言われるようなことではありませんよ。私はただキャンプをしたいというライハちゃんの望みを叶えただけです。
Also, you don't have to try and protect me.
え？
Don't play dumb. Don't play dumb. Yesterday you were behaving strangely the whole time to protect me, right? So your father wouldn't scold me?
それはどういう？
You're the only one who knows that I was reprimanded by your father because you took the phone call. Therefore, you forcefully inserted yourself between me and the others to prevent any trouble. In other words, you were trying to act as a barrier between me and your father. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
はい、そうです。上杉くんの言う通りです。
Itsuki be lying though. Futuro is actually wrong, but we'll talk more about that later. I see. As I expected. I appreciate that you conducted things in that way, trying to protect me. However, sacrificing yourself is not the way to do it. If your sisterly relationship was strained because you were trying to protect me, that would be completely counterproductive. I may not have the right to say this though, being the one who was protected.
いえ、あなたの言う通りです。私の事情のためにいろいろと無理なことも言ったりしていましたから。特にニノとミクには悪いことをしてしまいました。
About Nino and Miku though, I think I understand their feelings, or rather what they desire from me. I'm prepared to face them in my own way.
ですが、そんな簡単なものでは。
I understand that too. That's why I promise not to act irresponsibly and hurt them.
上杉君。困りましたね。そんな風にまっすぐ言われてしまうとは。
Well, someone has to around here.
私ばかり空回りしていたみたいです。
Itsuki.
ありがとうございます。上杉君の真剣な気持ちと気遣いはきちんと受け取りました。これは上杉君にはあまりにも難しい問題です。答えを出すまでまだ時間がかかるでしょう。
It's not like we won't dedicate an entire last arc of a manga to do that, but...
けれどあなたは必ず答えを出してくれる。今日そう確信できただけでも安心です。
Hey. Ah, that is... This conversation has gotten off track, huh? Don't try and shoulder everything yourself. Even if you try to lead everyone like a mother, you are also one of the quintuplets. And for me, one of my 5 students.
ええ、ありがとうございます、上杉君。
You... always trying too hard, Itsuki.
うんうん、お兄ちゃんの言う通りだよ。ライハちゃん、いつの間に。
She would say like, I woke up and saw neither of you were here.
お兄ちゃんがテントを出た時には私も起きてたからね。
Yo, she would just been like watching them from a distance.
月さんもいないから気になってお兄ちゃんの後を追いかけてきたんだ。
Is that so?
それより、月さん、お兄ちゃんみたいに頑張りすぎるのは本当にダメだからね。すみません、ライハちゃんにまで言わせてしまって。ほんと、お兄ちゃんと樹さんってそういうところそっくりだよね。
Huh? No, no, we're not alike. That's what he
そうです
thinks.
よ、私と上杉くんが似てるだなんてそんなことありえません。
Hmm.
似てるよ。夫婦もずっと一緒にいると似てくるって言うし、やっぱりお似合いってことだね。
Yo, more of these ideas. Wait a minute, Raiha. I just heard a word that I can't let slip by. Where did you learn that word?
そもそもライハちゃんは勘違いをしています。私と上杉くんはそういう関係ではありません。
The more you try and deny it, the more you're not doing a very good job convincing Raiha.
そっかそっか。でもまだってこともあるよね。未来のことは誰にもわかんないもん。ライハちゃん？上杉くん。
Well, should we start packing up the tent and head back into the villa soon? Raiha, is that okay?
十分楽しめた。焚き火もきちんと始末しておかなくてはいけませんね。今度は私も手伝うよ。
Alright, I'm counting on you. Now then.
おはようございます。
片付けの手伝いに来たよ。
みんなでやった方が早い。ちゃっちゃと片付けて朝ごはんにしましょう。ほら、いつき、ぼーっとしてないでさっさと動きなさい。あ、はい。よいしょっと。私の担当はこれで終わりですね。いちかたちが来てくれて助かりました。私たち3人だけではこんなに早く進まなかったと思います。
Oh, you're just exaggerating. I'm sure you'd have been fine.
ふうくん、ちょっといいかしら。
What's up?
朝ごはんなんだけど、何か食べたいもののリクエストはある？
Something I'd like to eat.
私も聞きたい。何でも好きなものを言って。ニーノとミクはいつも通りですね。ああ、上杉くんがまた逃げて。
Ichika, Yotsuba, Raiha, I'll help with packing up the tent.
でももう終わりだよ。はい、あとは倉庫にしまうだけです。
Then I'll take care of it. The tent is heavy. It is my job to handle the heavy lifting.
風太郎くんの仕事かな。どっちかっていうと四つ葉なような。
Your dad should be cooking them though. It's fine. Leave it to me.
上杉くんたら必死ですね。上杉くんには悪いことをしてしまいました。
It took her this long to figure it out. Don't play dumb. Yesterday you were behaving strangely the whole time to protect me, right? So your father won't scold me?
私はそんなお礼を言われるようなことなどしていないのですから。
Yeah, so Itsuki's kind of reflecting and the whole problem of her not correcting Futaro when Futaro was actually incorrect about what she was actually doing. Futaro thinks that she was trying to protect him from their father. But what Itsuki was actually doing, as I've mentioned multiple times at this point, is that she was protecting her sisters from him. But then Itsuki realized that, like, oh, actually I was wrong. Like that's not the case now, is it? Because Itsuki's whole, like, I don't know, her weird backward mentality about him is that, like, she feels like she views him as a threat. Similar to Nino, like, Itsuki and Nino both kind of viewed him as a threat to their family. And that's why, like, well, Nino was extremely antagonistic at the beginning of the story. But Nino is the one who goes, like, the whole 180 when once she sees his sincerity, Nino falls in love with him. But Itsuki's constantly questioning, like, what is more valuable? Her family or viewing him as a person? And so, because Itsuki feels the whole, like, I have to be the mother type and protective of the other sisters, she constantly put Futaro in a bad light in her mind. She always kind of thought of him as dangerous. But now I think what's kind of happened, and I mean, she does do this in the manga more or less, she realized that she was wrong to do that. Of course, in the manga, it does kind of happen earlier in the story, because that was another major point in the 7 Goodbyes, is that Itsuki kind of realized that she was wrong to view him this way. So it's kind of doofy that we're having this epiphany kind of again, even though this story is supposed to be kind of after Sister Wars in a timeline sense. Because she kind of does figure out early that she was wrong to view him this way.
でも、あなたの言っていたこともわかる気がします。姉妹の平穏を守るため、 修学旅行の時のようにしないため。
Yeah, but that was... See, this is the part that made Itsuki kind of a doofy character and why people kind of didn't like her as much in the manga. And I've also gone over this in a lot of detail too. The whole thing with the school trip, that was not Itsuki's... that was not Fururo's fault at all. That was Itsuki's fault. The whole problem with the school trip, that was all Itsuki's fault. She could have prevented that from happening. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it was a blessing in disguise that Itsuki was kind of a crappy sister and didn't prevent the sister wars, because the sister wars allowed the sisters to view to understand and to question themselves on how they evaluated their romantic feelings for Futaro and their relationship as sisters. For them to really question that and be like, yes, we are sisters, but we are rivals. Those things can both be true. And for the other sisters, especially like Ichika, Nino, and Miku, for them to recognize that was important for them to do. And so the sister wars was a blessing in disguise for them in that way. But at the same time, Itsuki could have prevented the whole thing. And that could have had its own benefits as well. So it's kind of like, it's hard because you'd have to just argue hypotheticals. But as far as this little bit of Itsuki's thinking, she's still wrong. Like, it's... what happened on the school trip is her fault.
そんな風に気負いすぎだったのかもしれません。結果論ではありますが、平穏は乱されず、こんな温かな時間を過ごせているのですから。上杉くん、お礼を言わないといけないのは私の方ですよ。あなたはちゃんと私たち姉妹に真剣に向き合ってくれている。ありがとうございます。いつき、ミク、ニノもどうかしましたか？
一人で離れたところにいたから気になって。もしかして昨日の夜、
Yo!
風太郎と何かあった？
何もありませんよ。心配してくれてありがとうございます。
Miku's like, thank God.
それよりも今日はもう上杉くんと過ごす権利など関係なく、みんなで遊びましょう。
え、いいの？
ふーん、権利を放棄するなんて随分と余裕じゃない。
Yeah, because Itsuki loves you as her sisters.
大丈夫ですよ。私はそういうつもりはありませんから。まあ、あんたがそう言うならお言葉に甘えさせてもらうわ。ええ、今日一日みんなで楽しく過ごして最高の思い出を作りましょう。
あいつらはどうしたんだ？
Although it seemed like forever, our short life on this desert island is finally over. What? We skipped the whole day? You know, I don't know. Like, on the one hand, they try to do something interesting with Itsuki's stories. They allow exploration of things that were kind of left out of the manga because Itsuki kind of stopped being an important character in a lot of ways in the manga. And this game, as well as the other game, allowed for some interesting explorations of Itsuki's personality and her character. That, once again, she got shortchanged in the manga. But why? I don't know. There's no way this can be the end of the island trip. There was still a whole day ahead of them. And I was just thinking about, like, in the other game, the 5 memories spent with you, even though there was, like, the 5 days of their Okinawa trip, Itsuki's trip is also, like, kind of cut short. You don't get the day 5 in their 5-day thing, whereas every other sister you do. I don't know. I just find it weird that they always cut a day out in Itsuki's stories. I don't know. It's weird. So many things happened. More than enough to be considered summer memories. It was an event in and of itself.
上杉くん、一人で何を考えているのですか？
Oh, I was just reflecting on our time here till today.
もしかして寂しかったり？なんならもう少しここで過ごしちゃう？
No, I'm good on that.
それはダメです。私たちは受験生なんですよ。私はありかしらね。もちろん今までみたいなサバイバル生活じゃないならだけど。
Stop breaking the fourth wall.
私も風太郎が一緒なら構わない。おーっと、これはまさかの無人島生活延長戦？そんなこと認めるわけにはいきません。
That's right, it's just as Itsuki says. Yeah. Playtime ends here. Now I'm gonna have you all enjoy the rest of our summer as entrance exam students.
ああ、そうよね。現実が待ってるのよね。
Deal with it. Now prepare yourself. We will spend the rest of our summer break studying hard. 夏がもう終わってしまった気分です。
受験生か。受験生と言われると少し堅苦しく思うかもしれませんが、
Just gotta deal with it.
私たちは今それぞれの夢に向かって走り出そうとしているのですよ。まあその通りね。いつまでも遊んでばかりじゃいられないわ。
いつかまたこうして楽しい時間を過ごすためにも今は勉強を頑張らないとね。
うん。上杉さん、帰ってからもよろしくお願いします。
Leave it to me, since I am your private tutor after all.
そうです、上杉くん。
What is it?
戻ったら月が綺麗という言い回しについてもしっかり学んでおきますから。
Yeah. Oh no, that's right. If she learns the meaning, what should I say?
歯切れが悪いですが、どうかしました？
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Well, it's a good thing she has a desire to improve. I'll leave things at that.
島に行く前に親父の言ってたバイトってのがまさか写真のモデルだったとは。しかも結婚式場の PR 写真のモデルって明らかに俺向きじゃないだろ。報酬は確かに破格だが俺なんかがやっていいもんなのか。おまけに新婦役のモデルを会場まで案内しろって、なんで俺がそこまでやらなきゃならないんだ。
上杉くん？
なんだ、いつきか。 久しぶりだな。
Could be that long.
その様子ではやはり聞いていなかったのですね。
は？
驚かないで聞いてほしいのですが、今日の写真撮影のアルバイト、新婦役は私です。
はあ、そんなの聞いてないぞ。
私も相手があなただというのは今日になって知ったのです。お父様が困っているとライハちゃんから聞いて引き受けたのですが。
どういうつもりだライハ。いや、この場合は全てを仕組んだ親父が元凶か。
何にせよもう断ることはできませんし、諦めて現場に行くしかありません。
ああ、分かってるよ。文句は後で親父に直接言っておく。
お待たせしました。いつきさんすごく綺麗。
That's an interesting addition. In this bridal shoot, Raiha is also present. It wasn't true for the other ones. The Yotsuba one was kind of interesting because the dad was actually in that one.
そうですか？こんなドレスは初めてで、正直似合わないのではないかと心配で。バッチリだよ。ねえお兄ちゃん。
ああ、そうだな。似合ってると思うぞ。
ありがとうございます。もうお兄ちゃん、似合ってるなんて言葉じゃなくて、ちゃんと褒めてあげなくちゃダメだよ。
Such as?
言えるわけねえだろ。思わず見とれちまったなんて。
Okay, fair enough. You can't say that to her face.
大丈夫ですよ。上杉君にしては上出来だと思います。
言ってくれるな。
No, she'd be cooking him though.
それよりライハ、撮影が始まったらおとなしくしてろよ。
分かってるよ。邪魔しないなら見学してもいいってお父さんにも言われてるからね。上杉君もタキシードが似合っていますよ。
別に無理して褒めなくていい。
But she isn't forcing herself.
本当に似合っています。素直に受け取ってください。
そうか。まあ、なんだ。あり。
はあ、こんな時までお兄ちゃんは。こんな調子でお嫁さん見つけられるのかな。ずーっと一人だったらどうしよう。私心配だよ。大丈夫だと思いますよ。上杉くんならきっと。いつきさん、それってもしかして。違います。私ではありませんからね。
Stop reading the script.
あくまで上杉くんのことを知っている女性としての視点から言っただけです。だから以前の発言も違うんです。
以前のって？
月が綺麗だとあなたに言ったことがありましたが、あれは言葉以上の意味は特にありませんので。
ああ、そっか。こいつついに調べたのか。
I don't know, I say a Kaparuski on that one.
ですからもし勘違いなどをしていたのなら。
So, I will explain it. So, the phrase, the moon is beautiful tonight, in Japanese, and I did it earlier, it would be ski. And it's a play on words, even though the phrase itself is not a deeper meaning, as Itsuki correctly says. The phrase "the moon has," ski. Like, it's not like there's a deeper meaning to the moon looks lovely. The moon looks lovely. But the word itself, like the words ski, is also used in romantic confessions for like "I like you" kind of thing. And so when people say like ski, so when in the manga when they're walking out at night and then she says ski, yes, they're obviously talking about the moon being nice out, but the play on words is that it's the same set of words that you use to say like as a confession.
Ansin 安心しろ、ちゃんとわかってる。あれは聞かなかったことにしてやるよ。
はい、そうしていただけると。
念のため言っておくが、あの島で俺が言ったのも言葉以上の意味はないからな。
Hey, Code. Welcome to the stream. QQ again? Yeah, we got a couple more streams of this, because after we finish this cutscene, we have to do the survival route, or we have to do the survival section of the game one more time to unlock the last route. Which I have to put a fair amount of effort in, because I apparently figured out that the Raiha route is actually, is actually kind of difficult to achieve. It's like, it's kind of tricky, and I'll explain later why. Just let him finish talking.
分かっています。ねえお兄ちゃん、月が綺麗ってどういうこと？ライハちゃんにはまだ少し難しい話なので。
See, but Itsuki knows.
そうだな。もう少し大人になったら教えてやるよ。
Or you rewind to about an hour and 20 minutes in, the Streaming Parson plays the Quintessential Quintuplets, Memories of a Quintessential Summer, Part 12. And go to about a minute and 20 in, and you'll get the whole explanation, Raiha. I got you.
そう言われると余計に気になる。
おい、ライハー、そろそろ始まるから二人から離れてくれ。
ごまかせましたね。
いや、撮影が終わった後が怖いぞ。ライハは結構ませてるからな。
その時はまた私も協力しますよ。
そうしてくれると助かる。
それにしても自分の無知さに恥じるばかりです。まさかあんな意味があったなんて。
勉強はしておく方がいいって身に染みたか？
はい。上杉君には本当にいろいろなことを教えられていますね。あなたに出会ってから勉強や知識のことだけではなく、随分と成長できたような気がします。
And him you.
そりゃよかった。家庭教師として妙理に尽きる。あとな、成長って言えば俺もだ。お前たち5つ子に出会っていろいろなことを教えられた。月が綺麗って言葉にしてもただの知識じゃなく、そこに宿るべき生々しいまでの感情があることを実感してる。
ではお互い様ですね。
そういうことだな。
卒業まであと半年ですが、どうか私たちのことをよろしくお願いします。
ああ、こっちこそよろしく頼むぜ。
It's not a bad outfit though. And that's the Itsuki good ending. Complete. So we got one more route to play through. Just want to take a quick look at this. I missed one of the pre-dating sections with Ichika. I got basically all of Nino's, minus the normal ending, which I think is stupid, but whatever. I missed the beach one with Miku, because it's probably like the tough part is that like when I was playing that route, I got the Nino one. So at that point, you can only get one of them. You either get the Nino one or you get the Miku one. You cannot get them both in one playthrough. Yeah, I got all the Yotsuba ones except for the normal ending, which is whatever. And then I got all the Itsuki ones, minus the normal ending. But yeah, okay, there's the Raiha route that we have to play through, and some normal ending stuff that I didn't get. So whatever. Okay. Okay, it's only normal ending stuff that I keep missing because I don't bother with it. I kind of, that's one of the things that's stupid about this game actually. And the other game was like this too, where it's like, why would you bother differentiating a normal and good ending like that? Like, you basically punish the... I mean, okay, the more accurate way of thinking about it is that the game forces you to play the dating route twice so that you can unlock the normal and good ending. But I find that incredibly stupid. The point of, like, creating good ending is that, like, it should have been treated, like, as a bonus. So you always get the normal ending, and then if you're good at the game, you get the good ending. That's how most games do it, which makes sense. I don't know, I find it incredibly stupid that it's done this way in this game. No, there's only the two. The cutscene bits. And you can play through music. Oh. I've completed the entire sound gallery. Oh, is it an achievement for, huh. Okay, anyway. Is there anything else I need to check out before we do? What do I think of the Itsuki story, though? I think it was... I mentioned this before, but similar to the other game as well, the Itsuki stories try to address certain things that the manga never bothered to do. Because Itsuki kind of gets sidelined as, like, QQ progresses. Because her whole, like... her mentality of not wanting to be romantically invested in Futaro ends up making her kind of appear not important in the story. Because the story does treat her like she's not really an option for Futaro to pick, so why bother investing a lot more in her character? But these stories, because like obviously the games come out way after the manga, I feel like these stories were kind of meant to like kind of backpedal on like stuff Haruba Neji was not able to do and communicate in the story. And Itsuki, there's a lot of stuff that was left unsaid, I feel, that when he wrote the manga. But with these games, he's allowed to kind of put more of like Itsuki's inner turmoil of how she actually felt in the story. And allow that to be like a central theme in the games. Because once again, the manga, that's kind of like not a thing. And so like this game also had it. The 5 memories spent with you also has this idea of like Itsuki wrestling with like her comfortability with Futaro. Like they've grown close and she's just kind of comfortable with them being friends the way that they are. And then of course her wrestling whether there's like real like emotional feelings behind it. And something that this game did that was kind of interesting was how the other sisters kind of questioned, like, oh, does Itsuki have feelings for him? At the beginning of today's stream, when the other three are kind of spying on them, and Nino's like, oh, I don't want another rival with Itsuki. And this idea of like the other sisters questioning that. That was a very interesting like story beat that the manga just never bothered to do, because they didn't want to. They stuck with the theme of Itsuki's complacency, making her not realize she had feelings until it was too late. I don't know. I thought that was an interesting beat for the Itsuki story. Hey Gauntlets, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. All right, we got one more route to play, which will probably take it'll take like the next 3 streams to do, because the survival thing takes forever. Okay, we're gonna skip this whole beginning bit. Because the thing we gotta, for the Raiha route, is the last route we're gonna play. There's like special conditions you have to meet. That I feel like now is gonna be, like, I know how to do it because I've played this game enough times. But I feel like it would be difficult on a blind playthrough. And that's the whole, like, you have to have them pass the exams, but not have them, like, ace it. Like, in all my playthroughs, I had them, like, ace the tests. Because the tests... I was worried that the test part was actually going to be a difficult component of the game. Turns out that it's not. So basically what you have to do is you have to have them go up to 60, above 60 in their test scores. You have to go above 60 but below 80. Whereas like in the all route, which was the first one I unlocked. Okay, so the all route was the first one I unlocked. And that was really easy to do, because the condition for the all route was to get above 80% on their test scores, but without the 5-star affinities. I stumbled into that because I tried to like split up all their like affection evenly, and then that just kind of like none of them would get 5 stars. And so that was pretty easy. So now with the Raiha one, we actually have to try and not overachieve in their academic scores. But there's actually I have a plan on how to do that. Okay, so before we do that, we're not gonna do any studying yet. We're gonna food gather at the very beginning of the game. I feel like maybe I should be able to get through this relatively quickly, because I'm not gonna spend time like reading as much dialogue. Because I'm not gonna do like any studying with them. Like, I'm not gonna do this part. The Raiha route should be fairly easy to achieve now. Like, you get a little bit of intimacy points every time when you cook, but if you don't spend any other time with them. Barely making a smoothie? Yes, of course. I'm just gonna speed run this part. Maybe we'll only need 2 streams for this. Well, no, if I do any reading during like any of the other events, then like that obviously pads out time, and then I don't know if I'll be able to finish this in like 1 stream. But like, for example, like the fireworks, the beach day, I'll still do No, Miku failing at the thing twice?
どの料理を
Don't screw this up.
次
Just speed run this part.
私たち
But like, I'm not doing any of the Futuro support, so you don't have to read any of that either. How did Itsuki get more intimacy points from failing to make smoothies than Miku did doing an okay job cooking fish?
料理ならふうくんの好きなごん
They did their first day.
もうこんな時間ですか
I'll just skip this part. We're just gonna burn through this. And then I just like allocate, whoops. I just allocate the studies like this. And then the best part is once I get like to like the 60 amount, you just kind of make sure, well, it can be 60 to 80. So like get to a nice safe number of 70. Okay, they're resting after this. Because all their moods are low.
誰がライハちゃん
どの料理を
Yeah, I expect as much.
さあなんで
風太郎
No, come on already? Bruh, I was gonna use now to do it. Like, come on. Miku, how'd you screw that up? Bruh. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, I will have to use some, like, Futuro boosting for Miku. Dude, Miku, you didn't even last for, like...
ライハちゃんと料理
Bruh, you didn't even last for a few minutes.
これは重大
Terrible. Bruh.
焦げてないのにスープが黒っぽくなってる
This is proof of what happens when you just throw ingredients and seasonings haphazardly into something.
ですが香りはそこまでひどくありませんね味は言葉にしがたい風味です
I didn't read it. Did she fail this? I guess we can eat it. Gotta take responsibility for what's been made.
ええ頑張りましょう
Oh my goodness. Miku's skills. Okay, we gotta bump that up.
ふうくんに
Oh, she's like, oh, we wanna play.
言いたいことがある
What's up all of a sudden? Is there a problem or something?
ええそうね大問題だわ
What? What's wrong? What happened?
遊びた
What?
遊びたい。
You want to play?
ふうくんと別荘に来てて海が目の前なのよ。もっと夏を楽しみたいの。
How is that a massive problem?
大問題じゃない。生き残らなくちゃいけないのはわかるけど、このままじゃストレス溜まっちゃうわ。
そう、四季に関わる。四季が下がったら待っているのは海藻。生き残れないよ。
There's no doubt some truth in that. But Miku, I'm surprised you knew a word like route.
うん。ゲームだと敵の士気を下げて海藻を誘うのは基本だから。
ゲームの話はいいの。ねえ、ふうくんだって問題だって思ったでしょ。もっと遊ぶ時間を作るべきよ。
はーい、私もそう思います。
You guys were listening in too?
さっきのニノの声が大きかったので。ほら、みんなも同じ考えだわ。ここは息抜きをすべきよ。
海じゃなくてもいい。山に行ったりするのもきっと楽しいよ。川で泳いでみるのもいいかもね。水が冷たくて気持ちよさそうだったし。
These suggestions just keep coming. Do they really want to play that much?
みんな、ちょっと落ち着きましょう。何、いつき、あんたは遊びたくないの？それは、私はただ、今は緊急事態ですし、節度を持った行動をすべきだと思っているだけです。そうですよね、上杉くん。
Skip the part with the dad.
そうですよ。
Yeah, he'll come up with something for them to play. Alright. That means we got caught up on some studying, so I'll let them gather some food. And I totally dropped their stats though. Miku, come on! That's why you collapsed the first time?
食べられるもん。いや。
Bruh. Next day? I think I was third rotation, so...
料理なら私。ふうくんの好きな。いつきさん、サラダ美味しくなかった？
Don't let Nino hear you say that.
美味しいですよ。そっか、ならよかった。黙って食べてたから美味しくないのかなって思っちゃった。
そんなことないって。今日のサラダは普通に美味しいと思うよ。
Definitely want Nino to hear you say that. That's right, it's your go-to salad.
普通か。まあ確かに普通の味だね。
Something that I can. Okay, this is when he comes with the idea. There you go. Look at a meteor shower.
誰がライハちゃんと料理を何でもちょう
Bruh, can't cut fruit.
この甘い香りはフルーツかな。
We got some fresh fruits today, and we were thinking we were gonna eat them, but
なんだか不格好。
maybe they're overripe or something, or the flesh was too soft, but it didn't work out when sliced up.
あせっかくのフルーツが無残ですね。まあ仕方ないんじゃない？見た目は悪くても味は変わらないと思うし、このまま食べちゃおう。
Damn. Poor
どん
Miku.
なスケジュール？
Can't believe Miku collapsed at the beginning like that, though.
誰がライハちゃんと料理をしますか？
We might be able to get that Miku beach picture now that I think about it. That I didn't unlock earlier. That I know that I'm missing. I have a way around this.
四つ葉、暗いから足元には注意して歩きなさいよ。うん、わかった。島に来てからびっくりしたけど、街灯がないとこんなに暗いんだね。ちょっと、懐中電灯を振り回さないで、しっかり前を照らしてよ。いちか、もう少しゆっくりと歩いてください。
そんなに震えちゃって、いつきちゃんは本当に怖がりなんだから。
上杉さん、クーラーボックス重くないですか？よかったら私が持ちますよ。
No. I can handle this much. Ugh, the beach is right there. Too. Besides, you're carrying wood for the bonfire. Aren't you, Yotsuba?
あ、そうでした。でも疲れたら言ってくださいね。これくらいへっちゃらですから。
Yotsuba truly has so much physical strength. We've somehow made it.
お疲れ様、お兄ちゃん。おー！上杉さん、見てください。満天の星ですよ。うわー！お空がお星様でいっぱいだ。ということは、北極星をしていれば夜道で迷っても安心ですね。
Yes, that's right. By the way, the elevation angle of the North Star is the same as the latitude of the observational point. And because it's a small island in the south, we're at a lower latitude than in the city we live in. In other words, the North Star that we see now is a little lower than the North Star we normally see. So what do you think of that? Just realizing that You can tell that the earth is round. What? What's wrong?
何もこんな時にまで。本当にあなたという人はそういうところが。
I wish I had a telescope. If we could observe it, I could explain things in more detail. It's a shame.
いえ、そういうことではなくてですね。
風太郎、望遠鏡使えるの？
What's that supposed to mean? It's not that hard. If you're interested, we should take a look next chance you get.
波群星とか見れるかな？
Whoa, nice one, Miku. Of course you know Alkaid. Yes, you should be able to see it clearly.
ちょっと待って。ハグって何？
It's a star in the Big Dipper. To put it simply, in China it's called the Jade Light. There are many legends about it in history.
そうなのですか。
なるほどね。そういうことを知ってると、星の観察もより面白くなりそう。
Right. I'll just keep on explaining things then, so you'll have more fun.
ありがとうございます。ですが、お手柔らかにお願いしますね。それで、流星群は何時頃に始まるのですか？
I wonder. I'm sure that the meteor showers were able to be observed around this time. However, I don't know the exact time. We can only wait.
そんな。ものすごくがっかりしてる。
いつきちゃん、流星群見るの楽しみにしてたから。でも夜はまだ始まったばかりなんだし、諦めるのは早いよね。
Yes, and I thought we'd be able to see it, so I suggested it all to you.
ほら、いつき。落ち込んでないでレジャーシート広げるの手伝って。それとも砂の上に座るつもり？
はい。
あの辺り、平らで座りやすそう。こっちのシートも広げておくね。
じゃあ、私は焚き火の準備をしますね。真っ暗だとさすがに危ないですから。
Right, be careful with the fire. This level of light won't affect our ability to see the stars.
流星群、みんなで見れるといいね。大丈夫ですよ。いざとなったら上杉さんが何とかしてくれます。
Don't be absurd. I'm not a god, you know. Make your wishes on the shooting stars. Though if I can, I'd like to show them the meteor shower. For Raiha and the Nakanos. Oh.
すごいよ。流れ星があんなにいっぱい。これがお兄ちゃんの言ってた量。
Whoops.
どうしようよ、つばさん。考えておいたお願い事、もう全部言っちゃった。こうなったら、思いついた順に全部お願いしちゃいましょう。遠慮はいりませんよ。
They're really enjoying themselves, aren't they?
ねえ、風太郎。喉乾いてない？
Oh, this is new dialogue.
君が頑張って運んできたクーラーボックス、早くしないと空になっちゃうよ。
Alright, could you give me a cold drink?
オッケー。ちょっと待ってて。今作ってあげるから。風太郎、ありがとう。流星群が見られるなんて思ってもいなかった。
You don't really have to thank me for this. It's not like I'm making the stars fall or anything.
そういう意味じゃない。私たちがお願いしたこと、ちゃんと考えてくれたから。
Well, that's because I'm the leader. Thinking of you guys, it comes natural to me.
それが嬉しいんだよ。
That's good.
はい風太郎くん、お待たせ。ミクもどうぞ。
Oh, thank you.
ありがとう。
Is this lemon juice? The flavor is pretty subtle.
違う違う、ジュースじゃなくてレモンとキュウリで作ったフレーバーウォーター。事務所の人にレシピを教わったんだ。簡単に作れて美容にもいいし、夏バテ対策にもなるんだよ。
美容に夏バテ。
お、気に入った？じゃあうちでも作ってあげるよ。
うん、作り方も教えてほしい。
任せて。風太郎くんも教えてあげようか？
No, I'm alright with water. I don't need to worry about my skin either.
らしいな。ねえ風太郎くん、天体観測なんだからさ、星の面白い話でもしてよ。ただしあまり堅苦しくないものでね。
Okay. Oh, there's a constellation perfect for you quintuplets.
そんな星座があるんだ。
Yeah, Cassiopeia.
知ってる。5つの星でできた星座だよね。
私もそれくらいは知ってるな。でもそれって数字しか合ってないような気がするんだけど。
Hold on, let me explain. Cassiopeia is useful for finding the North Star. In fact, it's thanks to there being 5 stars forming Cassiopeia that you can find the North Star. If one star were missing, it just wouldn't work.
5個揃って一人前って感じかな。
5人揃って一人前。風太郎に出会った頃の私たちみたい。
No, I don't think so, because only when these 5 stars are classified as Cassiopeia in the night sky is when it can help people discover new things.
なんだか強引な考えだね。でもなんとなくわかるかな。
Well, if it's just a different way of thinking, I have nothing more to say.
私たちがカシオペアなら、北極星は風太郎かも。
What? Me?
うん、それもわかるかも。
Hey Miku, what do you mean? That I'm the North Star?
え？
How did you connect that with you guys being Cassiopeia? I don't understand at all.
どうしてなのか気になる？
Yeah, it's natural for me to be curious about what I don't know.
でも別に知らなくてもいいことだよね。私が勝手に思ってることで風太郎には関係ないから。
Well, that's true, but I can't help but being interested. Oh yeah.
じゃあ教えてあげる。宇宙にある星として考えたら、カシオペア座も北極星も何の関わり合いもない同士なんだよね。それがお互いを目印のようにして結びついて、どっちも欠かせない存在になって、さっきみたいに一緒に語られるのが今では当たり前になってるんだ。なんかそれって私たちと風太郎みたいだなって。
I get it.
すぐ近くにあるんじゃなくて、ちょっと距離が離れてるとこもそれっぽいよね。
Distance, huh?
どうしたの？距離があるのがショック？ そんな顔しなくても大丈夫。別に変な意味じゃないよ。
私たちだってまだ風太郎に全部を伝えてるわけじゃない。伝える時を待ってることだってあるんだ。それは風太郎も一緒じゃない。
Yeah, that's true. Ooh.
私たちは
Hold
何
that
をす
mood
ればい
again.
いかな。
ニノならか。
I remember the last person I cooked with. I think it was. I can tell by the
どの
cooking
料理
set.
にしますか？
Of course.
あらら、大き
わかるわ。私も流星群で気分が盛り上がっちゃって寝つけなかったもの。
I'm glad you were able to enjoy
なぜそん
yourselves.
な悪者みたいな言い方を。楽しかった。
これからもたまにこんなイベントをやっていくのが良さそうだね。もちろん余裕があればだけど。
もちろん海水浴はやるとして、他にやるとしたら何がいいかしら。
山があるし、ハイキングはどう？
探検！無人島といえば探検だよ。海越え山越え大冒険。島でどうやって海を越えるのよ。そう考えると島でできることって結構限られてるかも。どうせならこの夏にやりたいことを考えておくのはどう？この夏にですか？そう、この島から無事に帰った後のことも考えないとね。でもちょっと出かけるくらいはできるわよ。
No.
そうだよ。
No fun at
今年の
all.
夏は今年しかないんだもん。
そうだそうだ、ライハちゃんの言う通りだ。
Well, I'll forgive a little daydreaming.
いつきさん？はい、何ですか？ねえねえ、いつきは何やりたい？そうですね。夏は花火大会がいくつも開催されるでしょうから見に行きたいです。あんたの場合、花火よりも屋台が目当てなんでしょ？花火大会と屋
making
台
fun
は
of her.
セットです。両方楽しんでこそでしょ。
私は海がいいかな。
海なら目の前にあるのに。
こういう場所じゃなくて、いろいろアクティビティが楽しめるビーチね。バナナボートとかパラセーリングとか。
いいわね。貸し切りにすれば目いっぱい楽しめるわ。ミクは何したい？海ならホエールウォッチングかな。ホエールウォッチングってクジラ？ええ、日本でしたら沖縄や奄美大島が有名です。見られるかは運ですが、オーストラリアとか南極まで行けば確実に見られるよ。一度は見た方がいいですよ、野生のクジラ。本当にもう大迫力です。命の力を感じます。
南極なら他の動物も見られるよね。今度はペンギンも見たいな。
Oh, you guys think about renting out a beach?
そうですね。今の私たちにはちょっと難しいですね。ニノ、どうしたの？
そうよね。はしゃいでる場合じゃなかったわ。今の私たちはまだパパに甘えてる立場よ。この別荘のことだって。
Oh no, was it a dangerous subject?
確かに風太郎くんのためにってお願いしたけど、こんなことになっちゃったし。
余計な迷惑をかけてしまっていますよね。
There's no way he thinks you guys are causing him any trouble. It's what I want to say. Oh, I want to say that so much. But it's not for me to say here.
お父さんを心配させてるよね。
それはどうかしらね。まあでも、さすがにこの状況なら少しはしてくれてるかしら。
Not a little. He's got to be freaking out. He's got to be worried like never before, that's for sure.
お兄ちゃん、さっきから変な顔してどうしたの？
Well...
風太郎もライハちゃんもごめんね。こんなことになっちゃって。
That's enough of that. No one could have known that a storm would come.
初めてのことばかりで大変だけど、無人島生活すっごく楽しいよ。
That's right. This will also become a good memory after a while.
風太郎。
Alright. Let's finish talking here. Let's do our duty so that we can get off this island safely.
おお。さあ、な。
Why are you guys so bad at this?
ニノならか。
材料足り。
Look at our resources though.
いや。
Bruh.
この魚。
How the fish is really salty and they have to remake it. Because each gets screwed it up that
私
badly.
たちは
Dude, Nino's already at like 60 math. I'm just like killing it.
Fu君の好きなもの。
We'll take those.
さてと、まずは下ごしらえね。ふうくん、ライハちゃんと一緒に野菜の皮剥いておいてもらえる？
Sure, got it.
先にメインの料理をオーブンに入れて、お米を炊く準備をして。これで炊き上がるまでに副菜が作れるわ。
ニノさん、手際がとってもいいな。
うちのご飯は私が作ってるから、5人いる分量を多く作るのには慣れてるのよね。
あ、わかるなそれ。うちも一気にたくさん作っておいたりすることあるから。そういえばニノさんはカレー作る？
もちろんよ。カレーは誰も文句言わないで食べるから助かるのよね。ちなみにカレールーに隠し味を足す派？
鶏胸肉が特売の時は一気に買っておいて、バターを入れてバターチキンカレーにしたりするんだ。
いいわね、バターチキン。 もしかしてなんとかも作っちゃう？
作る。ベーキングパウダー使えばそれっぽいものがフライパンでもできるもんね。
ただあれ量が作れないのが難点なのよね。
そっか、5人分は大変だ。それだけ焼くと最初の方に焼いたナンが冷めちゃうし。
They're really having a lot of fun, though I have no idea what they're talking about.
カレーが残ったらヨーグルトと混ぜて鶏肉を漬け込んでタンドリーチキンにするんだけど、それがまた美味しいのよね。
へえ、やってみたいな。
すっごくおすすめよ。レシピ教えてあげるわ。
ありがとう、ニノさん。
Raiha looks happy. I don't think she can talk to many of her school friends about cooking like this. I'll have to thank Nino later. Yeah, the Nino-Raiha dynamic would have been interesting in the manga, but they just don't really have one. Oh, it's morning.
風太郎、起きてる？
Yeah, morning, Miku. You can come in.
お邪魔します。
You came to wake me up? Thanks. What's wrong? Is there something on my face?
今日は最初は私だなって。
Huh? First.
風太郎は知らなくていいよ。先に行ってるね。早く来ないと風太郎の分も食べちゃうから。
Wait, what? Wait, Miku, I'm coming right now.
上杉さんの。
And Miku's stuck into the studying, but that's how it'd be, I guess.
誰が？どの料理を？
言うことにはちゃん。
They're already above 60 of math for Ichika. Uh-oh, yours was already above 70 for math or Japanese. Oh, gotta have her stop studying that then. See, I'm like still early in the route, and even with Miku collapsing, I'm on pretty good like track of going beyond the 70. Like okay, it has to be below 80. I have to keep it above 60, below 80. But yours was already at 73 Japanese. It's crazy. Some crazy work.
ライハちゃんと料理。
食材か。な。
Raiha, do you want me to help you clear the plates?
ああ、お兄ちゃん。ちょうど終わったから大丈夫だよ。
Is that so? Well, thanks so much for cooking every time.
うんうん。自分で言い出したことだもん。いつきさんたちも手伝ってくれる。
Those girls are actually doing their parts well. That's because they're actually diligent at heart.
そうだよね。みんないい人だよね。
However, why isn't that diligence reflected in their grades?
はあ
What? Did something bother you? Yes. Something did bother her.
あのね、お兄ちゃんは家庭教師だから、いつきさんたちの勉強の心配をするのはわかるけど、もうちょっと別のことに目を向けてもいいんじゃないかと思うんだ。
Such as? What? That's the love guide for high schoolers that I hid it underneath my bed.
お兄ちゃんがこんな本を読んでたなんてびっくりだよ。
Why do you have that, Raiha?
必要になると思って持ってきたんだ。
What?
だっていつきさんたちと一つ屋根の下だよ。しかも他に誰もいない別荘生活なんだもん。
Raiha, you've grown up so much ever since entering junior high school. I'm surprised.
というわけだから、別のことに目を向けてみようよ。
No, I still don't get why I should.
もう、お兄ちゃんだってこういう本を読みたくなるような気持ちなんだよね。
君にはあくまで紳士的かつ節度を持った行動を期待している。
I thought I heard a voice just now.
あ、ふうくん、ここにいたのね。
Whoa, whoa!
どうしたの？
No, I was just surprised. Did something happen?
これを見てほしくて。ほら、
What's that?
水着よ水着。言ったでしょ。ふうくんのために新しいのを買ったって。せっかくなんだもの。これを着てる私をふうくんに見てほしくって。
風太郎、私も新しいのを用意してるから見てほしい。
私も新しくしたんですよ。みんなで買いに行った時、ニノに選んでもらったんです。みんなで？いいな、楽しそう。
あ、せっかくなんだからライハちゃんも支えばよかったね。ここに来るって決まってから買いに行ったんだし。
5人でお買い物なんて本当に仲良しなんだね。
そうなのかな。
Well, you're close enough to all go shopping together.
ええ、そうです。私たちは円満で平穏な生活をしているのです。おかげさまで。
What's this? Itsuki had us a hostile look in her eyes.
それよりもねえねえ、ふうくん、水着の感想は？ふうくんのために選んだんだもの。着ているところを見てほしいの。
I don't know how to respond to that.
さすがにその反応はどうなの？普通なら喜んで食いつくところだよ。
I already made that joke. Leave me alone. I don't know if that's normal. First and foremost, a new or old swimsuit, it's the same to me. If you can swim in it, great.
そういうセリフはちゃんと見てから言ってほしい。
ふうくんの目を覚まさせる自信はあるわよ。ねえ、明日はみんなで泳ぎましょ
Leave me alone.
う。これはお兄ちゃんに本格的なモテ期が来てる。
Even Raiha is being negatively affected. Right, this is no time for chit-chat. We need to gather food for this afternoon.
はは、逃げる気だね。さすがにそれは男らしくないな。
Running? Who says I'm running? Gathering ingredients is important.
はいはい、もっとうまくごまかしなよ。
Ugh.
おーっと、見つけましたよ、上杉さん。ちょっとお手伝いをお願いしてもいいですか？
Yeah, leave it to
頼
me.
もしいです。それじゃあこっちにお願いします。
I think I'll think about swimming. See ya.
ちょっとフー君、
言っちゃったわ。はあ、もっと反応してくれたっていいのに。
仕方ありませんよ。上杉くんですからね。
いつきも水着アピールしてたくせに。
それはその成り行きと言いますか、勢いと言いますか。
You're not fooling
意味は
anyone.
ないのです。
意味なくすることじゃないでしょ。
まあまあ、考えておくって言ってくれたし、ちょっとだけ期待しておこっか。
So what's the request? Need some heavy lifting? Doesn't seem like there's any.
すみません。実は嘘なんです。
What?
上杉さんが困っているようでしたので、とっさに。すみません。
Oh, so that's what's going on. Don't apologize. Actually, you helped me out.
そう言ってもらえると。でも、やっぱり嘘は良くないですよね。スケジュール立てるのは。
Now Miku is like 70 in Japanese too. Like, I guess they don't need to study Japanese anymore because they're just killing it. Gotta keep it below 80.
私でも構いませんよ。どの料理に
Must be Itsuki's cook. Turn the cook then.
ライ
Hey, Itsuki, don't go nibbling on stuff just because you're hungry.
まさかそんなことするわけないじゃないですか。
Really?
本当です確かにお腹は空いています。それは認めますが、いくらなんでもみんなの食事に手をつけるなんてありえません。
Your eyes are wandering.
気のせいですよ。
Hmm.
いつきさん、これちょっと味見して。え？私ずっと味見してたから、これでいいのかわからなくなっちゃって。だからお願い。
すみません。いただきます。
どう？
とっても美味しいです。
よかった。みんなも美味しく食べてくれるよね。ありがとう、いつきさん。あ、残りは食べちゃってね。ちょっと多く取っちゃったけど、たくさんあるから大丈夫。
自分よりずっと年下の女の子に気を使わせてしまいました。
Hmm. Yeah. I don't have anything to say to that.
お兄ちゃん、いつきさんに変なこと言っちゃダメだよ。それは私が味見を頼んで渡したんだからね。
Oh, okay, I got it. Neither of us can stand up to Raiha.
そのようです。本当にしっかりした優しい子ですね。
Right, this is you get this conversation when you get your first success meal with Itsuki. Huh, I'm so proud of my little sister.
どうしてあなたが偉そうなんですか？
Hmm.
どんなスケジュールがいいか。これは重大な選択。材料足りてるか。
Yikes, their HPs are getting low. An ocean to prevent a rebellion. Okay, you don't understand these kind of games. It's just reading and selecting options. Yeah, that's what visual novels are in a nutshell. You have just summarized every single visual novel. The game is a visual novel disguised as a resource management. Hey, what exactly happened here?
風太郎、もうダメかも。ごめんね。今日の暑さはやばいね。ちょっとしたサウナだよ。
頭がぐるぐるしてきちゃいました。
I didn't know I let their HP dip that much though.
ねえ、エアコン使っちゃダメ。
Oh, good lordy, why are rich people like this? In order to save electricity, we're supposed to leave the AC usage to a minimum, just like everyone else, right?
そうだけど。
First off, there's no air circulation, so the heat will just make things more stuffy. Opening a window should work.
窓を開けると逆に熱風が入ってきてしまうのです。
Well, if you don't make a path for the wind to pass through, you'll just get a steaming bath. Let's open the door as well. It'll work better.
それは不用心すぎませんか？
What are you saying? We're the only ones here. Well, I guess there's a chance a wild animal might come in.
それはちょっと。
やっぱりエアコンが必要よ。リモコンはどこ？
But I think in the middle of the day you should be allowed the AC. It's usually at nighttime he doesn't need to crank it up. Wait, there are a few ways we can beat the heat without relying on AC. First, their silence is speaking volumes right now. Oh no, at this rate, there may be mutiny. Come to think of it, we were talking about swimming yesterday, weren't we? It's a good opportunity, and today is a change of pace.
海水浴？海？はいはい、大賛成です。では早速準備をしましょう。すぐに着替えてくるわ。私の水着姿期待しててね。
私も着替えてくる。風太郎、待ってて。
私も準備してくるね。いやー、やっと夏らしいことができそうだな。
What? What was it before? All of you are so hyper.
上杉くん、
What?
この暑さですから泳ぐことには賛成します。ですが開放的な雰囲気に流されず、羽目を外すことなどないようにお願いします。というわけで私も準備をしてきますね。ライハちゃんも行きましょう。
Am I spoiling them too much? No, this is definitely necessary.
お兄ちゃん、どう？新しい水着似合ってる？
Yeah, It looks great.
は
Why did she sigh?
あ、お兄ちゃん、これいつもと同じ水着だよ。もうちょっと周りを見るようにしようよ。間違っても樹さんたちにそういう態度を取っちゃダメだからね。
Well, the way I act around you and them.
上杉さん、お待たせしました。
Yeah, I was waiting. How long does it take to simply change clothes?
そういうことは思っても言わないのがマナーだよ。
マナーというのはさすがに大げさかと思いますが。
Huh? Where are Nino and Miku?
だから女の子にはいろいろと準備が必要なの。それとも二人の水着姿が楽しみで仕方ないのかな。
That's not what I meant.
風太郎、
Come on, you guys are so late. Oh,
水着見ると着るとじゃ印象違うでしょ。どう？似合ってる？
走ってきたから水着がずれたかも。どこか変じゃない？ちゃんと似合ってるかな。
yeah. Yeah, I say it suits you.
どっちが？
They both look good. I need you to give me a little more space, please.
もうそんなに照れる必要なんてないのに。
ねえ風太郎、日焼け止め塗ってくれる？このままじゃ真っ赤になっちゃう。
私も塗ってほしいわ。ねえ、いいでしょ？
Why me? Why didn't you put it on each other?
私はふうくんに塗ってほしいの。
私が先。ねえ風太郎。
ニノもミクも待ってください。上杉くんが困ってますよ。
何？まさかあんたも。
風太郎に日焼け止めを。
断じて違います。そうではなくて、そうです。せっかく海に来たのですから、みんなでビーチバレーをしましょう。
Alright. Yeah, let's do it. Beach volleyball sounds great.
そうですよね。きっと楽しいですよね。
なんで急にビーチバレーなのよ。私はい
いじゃない。風太郎くんもああ言ってることだしやろうよ。
わかったわ。別に嫌じゃないしやりましょう。あ、そうだわ。ただのビーチバレーじゃ面白くないし、どうせならふうくんに日焼け止めを塗ってもらう権利をかけて勝負よ。
その勝負受け。じゃあチーム分けは公平になるようにくじ引きで決めよっか。
一かまで。
So why do I?
じゃあ急いでくじを用意するね。ちょっと待ってて。待ってくださいよ、つば。
Hey, could just one person listen to what I think?
私はライハちゃんとペアね。
よろしくお願いします。
私はいつきちゃんとか。
はい。ミクは残った私とペアだね。任せておいて。私がミクの分まで頑張っちゃうから。
私も頑張る。
They're not listening to me at all. They're not even trying to listen.
お兄ちゃんは審判よろしくね。ホイッスルも持ってきましたよ。どうぞ使ってください。
Yeah, do whatever. Nice serve. The match is over.
かったよ、風太郎。
I never got this combination actually. Hey, are you okay?
大丈夫。嘘。やっぱり限界。
She's like super winded.
ほらほら上杉さん、もっとミクのことを褒めてあげてください。
Yotsuba did most of the work, but Miku really tried her best, didn't she?
風太郎、やけ止め。
Alright, I heard you. Don't force yourself to talk. You're tired. Now rest up somewhere cool.
ありがとう。
上杉さん、お水持ってきました。
Thanks, Yotsuba. Here, Miku, drink some.
ありがとう。
How do you feel? A little better?
もう大丈夫。
Good, good. Heat stroke is pretty scary.
ねえ、風太郎。そろそろお願い。
What are you talking about?
ほら上杉さん、あれですよ、あれ。
He's like so trying to avoid it.
風太郎、さっきわかったって言った。
I just said that because you wore yourself out and talking seemed tough for you.
私、頑張ったよ。だからご褒美、日焼け止め塗ってくれるよね。
I never agreed to put sunscreen on you.
塗ってくれるまで諦めないから。
She's like, no, you will. Ugh. She's uncharacteristically pushy.
いいじゃないですか。上杉さんもそんなに恥ずかしがらずに、ここはドーンと塗っちゃいましょうよ。
What do you mean, rubber down? By putting sunscreen on you? I'm gonna start touching you. Do you understand?
わかってる。
She's like, that's what I want, stupid. If you understand, hesitate a little, would you?
上杉さん的に触るのがってことなら、背中に塗ってあげるのはどうですか？まだちょっとマシかなって思うんですけど。
No, it does not make it
私は
easier.
それでもいいよ。
Fine. Just your back, okay?
じゃあ、塗ってくれるの？
I give. We're wasting time here, so I'll just do it.
よかったね。
これも四つ葉のおかげ。ありがとう。
Terrible, the lot of you. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I'll start then. Don't move, okay?
お願い。
I don't know how to apply sunscreen, so I wonder if I should just spread the cream evenly. Whoa, what's wrong? Are you okay, Miku?
なんでもない。ちょっとくすぐったかっただけ。
Okay, here I go then. Ugh. Did not think this through. Hey Miku, why don't we stop here?
ダメ。ダメないで。
Okay, got it. Alright then, I'll keep going.
そこはダメ。
Then over here?
そこもダメ。
Then where? Miku, what do you want me to do? I'll put it on any way you'd like, so just tell me.
じゃあもう少し優しく
Like this?
そうじゃなくてゆっくりやって
Slowly? Like this?
急に力入れないで
Miku, I'm sorry, but could you explain things a little more clearly?
わかんないもう全部風太郎の好きにして
ミク落ち着いて。上杉さん、ちょっと変わってください。
Okay.
いいですか？指先まで使って塗ろうとするからミクがくすぐったがるんですよ。
Well, next time you should open with that.
こうやって手のひらの部分で優しく伸ばすんです。
I see. I should first think about how the other person feels rather than improve efficiency.
ミク、まだくすぐったい？
うん大丈夫くすぐったかったわけじゃないから
Yotsuba just bailing them out though. Rather than increasing the contact area, it's more about keeping them from noticing your palms.
はい、だいたい塗り終わったよ。こんな感じでどうかな？
ありがとう
上杉さん、ちゃんと見てましたか？なんて、私が上杉さんに教えてるなんていつもと反対ですね。
And because of that, I was able to improve. Yotsuba, let me practice with you now.
私はいいです。遠慮しておきまーす。
Ah, she ran away.
だって今の風太郎の手つき変にいやらしかったし
Leave me alone. Pervy? What do you mean? I was super serious about the whole cream rubbing experience.
さーて、お昼ご飯も済んだし、風太郎くん、この後はどうする予定？
Oh, I can't really think of anything. We should go for a dip in the ocean, right?
上杉さん、海といえばやっぱりスイカ割りですよ。スイカ割りしましょう。
でもスイカなんてないじゃない。ビーチボールあたりで代用するの？
じゃーん、なんとスイカを発見しちゃったんだ。ちゃんと冷やしておいたから超食べ頃だよ。
これスイカなの？見た目スイカっぽくなくない？
Hmm.
あれ、上杉さん、いつきも真剣な顔してどうしたの？
上杉くんはどう思います？これは本当にスイカなのでしょうか？
I wonder. I can't tell what species it is, but it's certainly a fruit of the gourd family.
食べて大丈夫でしょうか？
二人とも？
If you don't know what it is, you mustn't eat it. It's nice we might have found something to eat, but I don't want anyone to get sick to their stomach.
それもそうですね。背に腹は変えられませんし。
That's not how that proverb is used. Please learn the correct way to use it.
まあまあ、細かいことは割った後で考えませんか？早くしないとせっかく冷えたスイカが温まっちゃうよ。
割るのは誰がやる？
ここはやっぱり上杉さんでいいんじゃないかな。
I think you should do the honors, Yotsuba. You're the one that prepared the watermelon after all.
いえいえ、私よりも上杉さんの方が適役だと思いますよ。
Suitable? You sure you want me to do it?
はい、ここ こはビシッとかっこよく決めちゃってください。
Okay then, check this out. I'll finish this in one shot.
妙に張り切ってますね。実はやりたかったのですか？
A little, yes. Who cares if I want to? It's classic summer fun.
はい、風太郎くん。目隠しするからじっとしてね。
Okay.
と、こんな感じでいいかな。縛り方はきつくない？
No problem, but I really can't see anything at all. I wonder if I can actually split it.
本当に見えないのかしら？
ニノ、くっつきすぎ。
Hey, what are you doing?
はい、そこまでです。早く始めますよ。じゃあ今上杉さんが立っているところがスタート地点としてスイカを置いてきます。準備 OK？ それじゃあスタート。
Right. Here I go.
左よ左。
もっと右！右！
そのまままっすぐです。
向き違ってる。
頑張れー。いい感じですよ。
What?
ほら右だってば。もっと右。
左に戻って。
前に進まないと始まりませんよ。そこでジャンプジャンプ。おろおろしてるふうくんちょっとかわいい。違います。あっちですよ、あっち。
Hold on. Time out. Time out.
あらら、モーコーさん？
If you all speak at once, I can't make sense of anything. How am I supposed to reach the watermelon? You just don't want me to split it.
偶然よ、偶然。5つ子ならではのチームワークってやつですね。
Anyway, can I get instructions from just two of you, okay? If not, I may never be able to split it.
上杉くんの言うことも一理ありますね。割れてもらわないと困りますし。
食べられないもんね。
じゃあ指示出し。誰がやる？
じゃんけんにしましょう。勝ち残った2人がふうくんに指示を出せるの。じゃあ行くよ。せーの。
Then I get Miku again, because, well, that's what I have the highest affinity with right now. Alright, who will give directions?
私の指示通りにしてくれれば楽勝よ。任せておきなさい。
私頑張るから。
Out of everyone here, these two? I hope nothing happens.
風太郎くん、目隠しするから動かないでね。
準備はいいですか？よーい、スタート。
風太郎、少し右に向いて進んで。そう、その向きで合ってるから。
I wonder why only Miku is giving directions. Well, I guess it's okay if I'm doing well.
ねえ、ニノはなんで指示出さないの？
ふうくん、もう少し右に向かって歩いて。
そっちは違う。
そうそう、ちょうどいい感じよ。そのまままっすぐね。
Now it's just Nino giving directions. What's going on here?
もしかして風太郎を自分の方へ。風太郎、そっちは違う。もっと左に来て。
Huh?
やる気ね、ミク。でももう遅いわ。ふうくん、そのまま早く早く。
間違えないで。
そっちは違うわよ。そのまま進めば大丈夫だから。
I don't know who's right and who's wrong. They're just telling me the exact opposite things.
左に行き過ぎ。こっちだってば。
ダメ、そっちに行っちゃいや。風太郎。
I finally got it. They're guiding me towards them. If they don't want to be serious, I'll surprise them a little.
ふうくん、もっと右だってば。
左、もっと左に来て。
Over here maybe. Or perhaps over here.
いいわよ、ふうくん。あとちょっと。もうすぐゴールよ。
そっちに行っちゃダメ。
Their voices have gotten pretty close. It's almost time to strike. He was so ready to whack my one on the head.
そう、そこよ。そこで振りかぶって。
Right here, huh? Okay then. I'm gonna swing it down, okay?
Hey!
Whoa!
いいの、何して。
捕まえた。
Why are you holding on to me? That was dangerous. Let go.
いやん。
Don't surprise me like that, especially right now. I'm blindfolded and holding a big stick, right?
今のはさすがにちょっとやりすぎ。
Miku's right. If someone got hurt, that'd be pretty serious.
ごめんね、風太郎。騙すみたいなことしちゃって。
Well, if you're remorseful, that's fine. You're not hurt, are you, Miku?
うん、大丈夫。
Good. That's great to hear.
ありがとう。
I have a lot of Miku affinity for some reason. Hiya! I finally split it. I'm way more tired than I should be.
お疲れ様、風太郎。
What would you have done if I had swung the stick down back there?
私はふうくんがそんなことするわけないって信じてたもの。
私も風太郎なら気がついていると思ってた。実際途中で気がついてたよね。
How can you guys trust me that much?
だってそれは。
ふうくんはなんでだと思う？
Oh no, it was a trap. All their moves have recovered.
風太郎、朝だよ。起きてる？
Miku? Yeah, I'm up.
中に入ってもいい？
Sure.
おはよう。なんかすごく眠そうだね。
That's because I just woke up.
じゃあちょうどよかった。いいもの持ってきたんだ。はい、これ。
Water?
ううん、左右。どうぞ。
You're right. It's so warm.
寝起きは水分が抜けてるから活動する前に白湯を飲むといいんだって。風太郎はここに来てから力仕事もしてる。私たちの勉強も見て頭もいっぱい使ってるから疲れてるよね。
Thank you for taking care of me.
ううん、これくらいしかできないから。本当は抹茶を持ってきたかったんだけど。
Come to think of it, they say that green tea was used as a drinking medicine.
うん正解。現代で飲まれているお茶は製法自体違うけど
The tea itself and the infusion boiled by scraping the medicine were inseparable. As expected, you are so familiar with the Warring States period.
これは薬湯じゃないけど役割は十分かなって。
I can sense that she's worried about me. I shouldn't be making her worried. I need to be better. Thanks, Miku. I'll drink it.
むせないように気をつけてゆっくり飲んで。あなたに任せます。
I'm at pretty low HP. Better just play it safe. We're at 35 intimacy with Miku. Guess we're bad with Ichika? I don't even know anymore.
どの料理を作っ
Oh, the interesting point. This is where I have a lot of intimacy points with Miku, so
風太郎
we get this little talk.
少し話があるんだけどいい？
Sure, that's fine. Any trouble?
うん困ったことじゃなくて気になってることがある。その
What's up? Is it that difficult to talk about?
うんでも気になるから確かめたくて。まだ2年生の頃なんだけどマンションに風太郎が泊まり込んで勉強会をしたことがあったよね。
Yeah, we did, but we were preparing for midterms.
そうあの時は風太郎と樹が喧嘩してた。
That's also true. I was also having some trouble with Nino too. She was trying to get me fired if possible.
ニノ変わったよね。今じゃあの頃の態度が嘘みたい。
Nino's not the only one who's changed. Well, she can be pretty extreme sometimes.
そうだね。
So, what did you want to check in with me about?
あの時風太郎私のベッドに寝てたよね。
Yes, but I ended up sleeping on the living room floor. I couldn't get used to your bed.
そうだけど一度は私のベッドに寝たわけだからその
Hey, why is she getting weird all of a sudden? I don't completely remember everything that happened when I slept in her bed.
変な
Weird? What?
寝心地どうだったか気になって。
Huh? Well, I don't remember so clearly, but I almost slept so well that it felt like I could have overslept. So I bet it smelled pretty dang good.
なんだかそれ変態っぽい。
Come on! Leave me alone, Miku! What? You're the one who asked! Leave me alone!
風太郎くん 私たちのこと任せたよ。
ニノなら確。ふうくんの好きなも。
I have a lot of meat now. In no trouble. Alright, what episode is this bit? What's up with that serious face, Miku?
あ、風太郎。ちょっと考え事。次のご飯は何を作ろうかなって。
A menu, huh? Thinking about 3 meals a day is a bigger burden than I thought.
世の中のお母さんってすごい。私なんて学食でお昼ご飯に何を食べるか決めるだけでも大変だったのに。
It was actually easier for me. In that case, the grilled beef set with no grilled beef was the only possible choice. But what you can make here is limited, so you don't have to worry about it that much. No one will complain.
けど、同じものばかりじゃ気持ちが下がっちゃうし。
That's what you mean.
風太郎、食べたいものはある？作れるかはわからないけど、参考までに聞かせて。
No, not really. I'm just happy with anything.
それ、一番困るやつ。
Yeah, that's a non-answer.
もしかして、ライハちゃんにもいつもそんな風に言ってる？
No, Raiha usually decides what to make herself and asks me if I'm okay with it.
あ、そっか。そういう風に聞くのがいいんだ。ライハちゃん頭いい。
Haha, right? That's my Raiha. That question has too wide of a range to answer. At least give me a direction, such as meat or fish.
注文が多いよ、風太郎。でもね、本当は困らないんだ。風太郎のためにって考えるのが何より楽しいから。
Is that so?
これから先もずっと困ることなんてないよ。ずっとね。
私たちは何をする？
She's basically caught with math, so... She's almost ahead in everything.
Raiha ライハちゃんと料理。
Bruh.
今日も何事もなく終わった。よかったよかった。みんなお疲れ様。この生活にも慣れてきたわね。
いいか悪いかは別として。
いいのだと思いますよ。安定しているということですから。
じゃなくて、島の生活に馴染んでていいのかって話よ。
まあひとまず生き延びないことには話にならないからね。
Then just touch when you get
分か
that.
った。
私たちが慣れたってことは他の人たちも私たちがいないことに慣れてるのかな。
That is a fair concern. Yeah, I was trying not to think about that.
お店大丈夫かしら。
I hope I haven't been fired.
そっち？
クビになっても大丈夫だよ。バイト募集中のお店知ってるから紹介する。
それってまさか。
Just across the street, you mean?
大丈夫よ、ふうくん。サボってるわけじゃないんだもの。事情を説明すれば店長だって分かってくれるわ。
I hope so. However, on that point, Ichika has a bigger problem than we do.
なんだよね。この夏もいろいろお仕事やる予定だったから迷惑かけちゃってるかも。
女優ってそう簡単に代わりが立てられる仕事じゃないもんね。
そういう四つ葉こそ大丈夫なの？部活の助っ人を引き受けたりしてない？
私は大丈夫。もし引き受けてたら困っちゃってたけど。
That's a huge relief. Knowing you, you might have said you'd swim back home to help them.
否定しないんですね。あ、そうです、上杉さん。慣れたということはここでの生活に余裕が出てきたってことですよね。でしたらもっと島を探検してみましょう。四つ葉は随分探検にこだわりますね。だって島の地図を作れば便利だよ。一周するのにどのくらいかかるとか、真ん中の山の高さはどのくらいとか。なるほど、それは役立ちそうです。
Wait, making a map is really tough, you know. You studied Ino Tadataka in Japanese history, correct? What's with the silence? Have you actually forgotten?
私は覚えてるよ。17年かけて日本全国を回って地図を作った人。
そうそう、いやー惜しかったです。今ここまで喉まで出かかってました。
So next time you'll just blurt it out?
もちろんです。任せてください。それよりもです。この島だけなら17年はかからないと思いますし、探検しているうちに何か発見があるかもしれませんよ。
発見って？
それはもちろん埋蔵金、あとは海賊の隠し財宝とか。
People did used to live here. So if it actually existed, I'm sure it would have already been found by then.
そうとも限りませんよ。例えばこの別荘だけでも探検してみたら発見がありました。
何か見つけたの？
談話室にはね、すっごーく古い本があったよ。
それは私も見つけましたね。中身までは確認していませんが。
あとお父さんの部屋には服がたくさんあったんだ。
お父さんの部屋は立ち入り禁止だったはず。
それはほら、ダメって言われると入りたくなるものだよね。
気持ちはわかるけど、お父さんのプライベートなものがあるかもしれないし、あんまり入らないようにしよう。
はーい。
Right, Yotsuba and Itsuki, I'm going to give you a special Japanese history class. Not what? You weren't able to properly remember Ino Tadataka. If you got the free time, study rather than explore.
わか
よろしくお願いします。
風太郎、もう寝るの？
No, I'll be up a little longer. I need to do some studying myself. Oh, I never got this. Okay, this is... See, because when I was doing the run for the Nino and Miku routes, I had mostly Nino conversations because I was getting more affinity with Nino than I was with Miku. But now that I've gotten a lot more Miku and not raising any Nino intimacy points, I'm getting these conversations with Miku that I didn't get before. No, I'll be up a little longer. I need to do some studying myself.
せっかくの旅行なのに。
Not exactly the vacation I pictured, but...
勉強より他にもやることがあるんじゃない？ここでしかできないこととか。
That might be true, but like I said before, at times like these, it's important to do what we have always done. It's the same as always, so it gives you a sense of security. It's important that we cling to what we're familiar with in situations like these.
私たちの日常か。うん、そうだね。風太郎の言う通りかもしれない。じゃあ、私はそろそろ寝るね。おやすみ、風太郎。
Yep. Good night. Was there a noise?
朝だよ。起きて。
What the? Ichika?
起きたね。おはよう風太郎くん。
Good morning. Did you come to wake me up?
そうだよ。もうみんなリビングに揃ってるのに、君ちっとも起きてこないんだもん。
What? Did I oversleep?
嘘だよ。まだ朝ごはんの準備中。
Hey, don't freak me out so early in the morning.
ごめんごめん。でもしっかり目が覚めたんじゃない？
Yeah, thanks to you.
じゃあ支度できたらリビングに来て。
Okay, see you later then.
私たちは何をすればいいかな？
You did not need either of those. You gotta pick a lot of water. I like lost a lot of that.
Oh, これで合っているでしょうか？
Ichiga's almost done with the studying bit. I probably need to study math one more time. Maybe.
これは重大な選択だね。 これは重大な選択。
Can you make a smoothie? Come on, Itsuki.
あ、スムージーだ。
A bad smoothie?
この凄まじい苦さは抹茶みたいで美味しそうだったのに。
Are you okay? It seems vegetables not meant for smoothies were put in there. But we didn't use any vegetable resources. We only used fruit.
スムージーいただきまーす。あつばさ
風太郎、水持ってきて。
A night of obstinance. Huh? What are they talking about all huddled together?
やはり暗いのは問題だと思います。あの暗がりから何かが出てくるかもしれないと思うと。確かにそれはあるかな。急に外へ出る必要がないとも限らないからね。
やっぱり出るとしたら夜行性の動物とかかな。急にガオーってきたら丸かじりだー。ガオー食べちゃうぞ
人を襲う獣なんてこの島にいるわけないでしょ。そうね。もし出るとしたら島民の幽霊とかかしら。
やめましょう。幽霊なんているわけありません。
私は落ち武者の幽霊だと思う。流刑になった武将とか。
はい、幽霊はいません。いいですね。
そんなに怖いならかがり火とか作る？
A bonfire here would be dangerous. What are you gonna do if the villa catches fire?
あ、風太郎。
What have you been talking about?
いえ、夜になるとこの島は暗すぎますから、なんとかできないかと相談していたのです。
What, you scared of the dark, Itsuki? What a scaredy cat.
やはりあなたは失礼ですね。怖いのではなく危険だと言ってるのです。そういう上杉君こそどうなんですか？夜で歩くことにやけに慎重なようですけど。
Huh? It's not because I'm scared at all. I'm just prioritize safety. On the contrary, I almost welcome the darkness.
どうでしょう。強がっているようにも見えますね。
I don't want you saying that to me. Who's the one being tough here?
はいはい、二人とももうそれくらいにしておこっか。ええ、私たちももう子供ではないですし、暗いから怖いなどありえませんね。
Fine, then we'll test that out tonight. With a test of courage.
今夜って夜にですか？
Yeah, that's what tonight means. It wouldn't be a test of courage if it were light out.
それもそうですね。肝試しなのですから、やっぱり夜ですよね。
What's wrong? Are you already scared, Itsuki?
そんなことありません。むしろ望むところです。
Hmm. Well, that's good. It's a bother to leave things all vague.
もう仕方ない二人だな。
いつき、本当にいいの？
ええ、全く問題ありません。
あるんじゃないかな。
じゃあ夜は肝試しか。どんなことやるの？
We'll discuss that. We'll discuss what we'll do this evening. It's best to get preparations done before dark, too.
何かあったら言ってください。私手伝います。
Oh, come to think of it, on the school camping trip, you helped me with a test of courage.
あれは楽しかったですね。また脅かし役やっちゃいますか？
A lot really happened that trip.
何よ。
Well,
も もう気にしてないわよ。今となってはいい思い出。それよりも今夜の肝試しの方が楽しみだわ。ふうくんとの距離を縮める絶好のチャンスだもの。
Saying the quiet part out loud.
楽しみだね、肝試し。はい、夜になるのが楽しみですね。
Yeah, this might be a pretty fun night, right, Itsuki?
私たちは何をすればいいかな。
Dude, I'm at that point where it's like, I don't even know what to study for anymore.
難しすぎる。解けそうで解けません。
Hmm. Ichika's almost like, let's see what happens when I study social studies.
料理なら
どの料理を
さあ、何でも言ってください。何でもやります。
What's left? I'll go pick up some fish, I guess.
こうだと思い出せ。よいしょ。
Oh, Nino almost hit the 80 math. Uh-oh. I need to find what decreases social studies. Better not be Japanese. I thought Japanese decreases English. No, math decreases English. Uh-oh. I have to figure out what bumps Nino to below 84. Crap.
料理なら私じゃないの。
Oh no. Is the run broken? I hope it's science that decreases social studies. And then just do science twice.
次。じゃあいつものように下ごしらえを手伝って。さすがにこの人数じゃ手分けしないとやってられないもの。
It's definitely a hassle with this many people.
でも手は抜けないわ。下ごしらえをちゃんとしないと味が変わるし。
Really? Is that so?
お兄ちゃんもよく言ってるよ。勉強は基礎が大事だって。
Yeah, I guess I do.
食べるだけの人は下ごしらえに時間がかかるんだってなかなか分かってくれないよね。
そうなのよね。
Oh, sorry.
分かればよろしい。
まあいつきみたいに食べっぷりを見てるとどうでもよくなっちゃうこともあるわよ。
That's because she eats anything, like it's the most delicious thing ever.
そういえばふうくんはどんなものが好きなの？
All of Raiha's cooking is delicious.
お兄ちゃんそれ答えになってないよ。
Yeah, it kind of does actually.
どれも美味しいって言っても特にこれが好きってものあるでしょ？
When you say it like that,
じゃあ最近食べたもので一番美味しかったのって何？
Recently it was the beef when I ordered a grilled beef set with the grilled beef. What's with that face? To me, it was like the Bond Festival and New Year's feast had come at the same time. Or the menu you'd order from when you wanted the courage to climb up the tallest mountain.
わかったわよ。はあ、胃袋をつかむ作戦はやっぱりダメそう。
Is something the matter?
何でも好き嫌いなく食べるのも考えものだなって思っただけよ。
I gotta do something. I have a screw up here that I'll have to fix next stream. Because Nino has broken the 84 social. I need to get that down to like 70 something. I don't know how it shot up like that. What caused that? I wonder. Like right now, Ichika is like perfect. She's got all the subjects 60, like above 60 but below 80. So Ichika's, I'm done with Ichika's studying. Miku only needs like one or two things. She needs like one math, but math will decrease English. And then one social studies. Yosuba only needs one social studies. And the Itsuki needs like a science and a social studies. Anyway, I'll have to figure that out next stream because... See, I'm in this weird dilemma now because... I'll be able to finish the next, like... the survival section before the Raiha route. Like, that won't take very long after, like, today. Like, Thursday stream, that'll actually not take that long at all. And then the Raiha route shouldn't be that long. So, my plan is that, like, next stream, I'll probably play like another 3 hours. And then on the next Monday, I'm just like calculating this in my head now. I'll finish the Raiha route, but the Raiha route won't take me 4 hours if I start it on Thursday. Because like Thursday, we'll probably have like a little bit of the Raiha route. It'll be similar to like how we dealt with Itsuki's route, like last Thursday and today. And then after we do the Raiha route, I'll talk about all the story routes and what I thought of them. So that's the kind of schedule for the next. There's like basically 2 more streams of this game, like 2 or more like 1.5 streams, because like the Monday stream will probably not be that long when I finish this game. So that's probably the plan. But with that said, this is gonna be the end. Well, before we end the stream, let's do a little bit of housekeeping real quick. So Thursday we'll finish this survival route and we'll start the Raiha route, and that'll be Thursday's stream. I will have a D4DJ video out, probably like Saturday, Monday, like next Monday at the latest, basically around the weekend. So I'm still working through all the sound files. I was actually doing recording like just before starting today's stream. So I have to finish the recording and do all the sound work today. So that's kind of my rest of my plan for today. So there will be a D4DJ video by the end of this week is basically what I'm getting at, or the start of next week. So keep your eyes peeled for that. If you enjoyed the Quintessential Quintuplets, Memories of a Quintessential Summer, if you're excited for that D4DJ video, don't forget to subscribe. I will be back on Thursday with more QQ. Until then, this is the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. You guys have a good night, and God bless you.